Why, hello there, and welcome back to our Pathfinder campaign in the world of Alchestria. Let us rejoin our heroes in the midst of stuff going down. Hello!
Hello.
Hello.
Alrighty, dost we remember from whence we left off?
Creepy room.
Flesh dagger.
Yes!
I'm about to die because I am attacking something before healing.
Well, that one you can control,
protection.
fortunately. You can definitely control that one.
No, I think I'm too raged.
Well, you're not currently raging.
I will be raging.
First and foremost, everybody gets 200 experience. That might take a second to hit the bin, but it'll get there. Also, make sure each of you gain 1 hero point. If you're 3, yay, use them more frequently. And if you're not, cool, now you have 3. Alrighty, so yes, to quickly recap, you guys basically saw an individual in robes looking at 3 other individuals that are very clearly in pain. They are bloody, they have been tortured. Kane, you saw a flesh wall to your east, and there's a small little opening where you guys are currently standing. And that's where we stopped. Alrighty, so now that you're all beefed up, juicy, Vega, I healed you a little bit because I accidentally fired too many magic missiles at you. I apologize. So she's doing a little better.
Murderer.
I know.
Just shoot some more at her.
She's
fine.
She's no longer whatever past injured is.
More injured. I don't know.
Exactly. Injured as. All right. Bloodied, bloodier, bloodiest.
She isn't barely injured, so.
Indeed.
And I still haven't been touched.
Kane is barely injured. Oh, man, you need to stop saying that. You're going to get crit, dude.
It's going to hit me in the face.
This is fine.
It's fine.
You are tempting fate.
AC and 18 health. It's fine.
True. Hopefully they don't drop together.
Someone hits me with a crossbow for like 30 damage again.
That would never happen. Alrighty, so if the 3 of you see this, you're able to take a step back to kind of gauge everything. What do y'all choose to do next?
I walk forward.
You walk forward
Sure.
into the room.
Yes.
All right, Kane and Arbalest, you see Vega beginning to walk forward. What do y'all do?
Okay, bye.
Can I precast a gravity weapon, or is that not a thing?
Does it last a minute?
It lasts a minute, yeah.
That you definitely can. We'll take 1 round off. Combat, fortunately, doesn't last 30 rounds in this game, so you'll be good.
It also doesn't have a somatic component or anything, I believe. So
Not to my knowledge, no. And you would have refocused in this time, definitely. So
I haven't used it yet, so
yeah. Do you do anything in particular? Vega, do you wait for an opening? Because remember, he's walking around. If you walk in, he'll see you. He's not staring just at them. He was moving around. So are you trying to time this better, or what are you doing?
Are you asking me if I would like to throw one of my javelins?
No, I'm asking you, Vega. Sneak in, yes, no. Well, what I'm asking is, you see him literally turn around, face the entrance, turn back around, talk to these guys, walk around a bit. You're seeing him do all this. So while you're seeing that, are you just going to casually walk in?
Yeah, I'm going to casually walk in.
Okay, I'm just trying to...
I think Vega would be, at this point, a little incensed that he's abusing necromancy in this way.
Understandable. All right, Arbalest. I will let you... So... 9 times out of 10, or I guess 99 times out of 100, you can't really prep actions outside of combat. Basically, the second you do a combat action, you're in combat. We will just say, because...
I mean, technically, there's no combat action. I can do this whatever.
Of course, but rules is written just to make sure you don't lose this in 2 seconds. We'll say that you use it when you know shit's about to hit the fan, as opposed to precasting it and then it falls off. Because when that's
yeah, I'm not going to cast 15 pre-boss or something and then have all to apply.
Yeah, well, I'm more assuming if Vega says something, when he says something, they start talking and then it falls off.
Yeah.
So yeah. So basically, we're good there. So you see Arbalest preparing this. You see Vega walk in. Kane, what are you doing?
You said something about my flesh dagger before.
I said it quivered when you walked near the flesh wall.
Staying away from the flesh wall.
Bad quiver or a good quiver, though?
That's up to Kane to decide.
Probably bad. I will keep it wrapped up for now.
Yeah. I'm sure you can recall.
Did you say flesh dagger?
Yes.
Yeah. The one we got from the weird cup. The weirdly large inside cup of blood.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the salad bowl you cut yourself on, remember?
Yeah.
You're definitely fine, by the way. Nothing bad will happen.
I'm definitely fine.
You know, the liquid you cut yourself on? The cat liquid, basically?
Yeah.
All right, Vega, as you begin to walk into this room, upon passing by and down these stairs, you feel somewhat of an aura, just a presence upon taking a few steps forward. And as you do, you can overhear the conversation much better. He's actually moved closer to these three individuals. And as I mentioned, it's difficult to tell who they are, but you are just very casually walking on in. And Vega, you can't help but not notice two things. First and foremost, the first individual is a guy with his arms pulled up, hair down, cut, looks like garbage, shirt off. The cultist is wielding a knife, and he's dressed very similar to the others, but he doesn't have the wolf cowl over his head. His face is fully exposed. And he's flipping a knife that looks very similar to the one that Kane has in his hand while he's kind of dancing it along the flesh of this person, the first one on the top. And once again, you can't hear what he's saying, but he's clearly talking to this person. The third person in this list, you recognize instantly as the missing individual, Omen.
Oh.
This is fine.
He looks up to you, Vega, and as you're taking a step forward, he goes to say something, but doesn't. Whether because he's, hoping you're going in for a sneak attack, or he just can't because he's out of energy.
How cute.
And as our cultist is messing with this first individual, you notice the second person in the middle here. Vega, you would recognize them from any distance. This is the woman whose child was missing, quote unquote, that you met in the road.
How unfortunate.
This is fine.
She looks a little more out of it than Omen. Omen sort of elbows her a little to wake her slightly, and this individual sort of laughs, and he stabs a knife ever so slightly into this other individual who is almost so out of it they don't have the willpower to even scream. While you see this, Vega, what are you doing?
I'm just casually walking in.
Casually walking in.
Do I need to pull out my sword, or can I say it's already drawn?
If you wish, you're going to have to basically sheathe the longsword, sheathe the and then draw the greatsword.
Oh, yes, I will do that.
Yeah, so you can turn off the torch and do all that nonsense. As I mentioned, you can see that this room is lit better than the rest of this area.
All right, and then I also want to say, hey, what's your purpose here?
You shout that out, and sort of mid-slice, the individual slowly turns. Arbalest and Kane, are you guys standing in the entryway, or are you kind of off to the side a little bit?
I'd probably be peeking around the corner a bit.
Okay.
I would try to stand outside of the light from the torch, preferably, but
okay,
I'm not sure I can.
That person will hide around the corner, so he can't be seen.
You know what, I'm gonna stand all the way back here, so I'm outside of it.
Yeah, sure. And while you're walking forward, Vega, you can kind of scoot about there. This individual turns to you, brandishing the knife. They flip it in their hand real quick, and they go, "Why, hello, an uninvited guest. How did you find this place?"
I fell down a hole. What are you doing here?
You got by the spiders?
This is a sacrilege against my goddess.
Your goddess? And who would that be?
Well, did you come up with her name yet, Hub?
What do you mean? Oh, what Vega would call her?
Yeah.
Do you like them being just the two or the unnamed currently, or do you actually want to give a name to them?
Her name's Wendy now.
I feel like since Vega's Village has been worshiping them for a long time, they'd probably have a name.
Okay. Well, I did not come up.
They have a village name.
Yeah, I don't have a backup name for them besides the ones we've already given. So if you want to make one up, you can. Otherwise, insert name here.
I'll just say the two.
Okay. Gives you a look at it to say huh?
Yeah, I'm used to this.
Sorry, I've not heard of your paltry little god girl.
Paltry? She controls everything dark, cold, and dead. What you are doing is not her will.
He quickly whips the blade around, stabs it into the chest of the person, and cuts diagonally down and goes, "Would she watch over this then?"
And be disgusted, yeah.
He cuts the bottom part of the triangle and then begins to cut up. This is not deep enough to disembowel the individual, but it's relatively deep. They should be screaming. They are not. By this point, the road bandit in the middle, she has woken up and she's like, oh. And then Owen's looking like, oh, God, shit. And both of them are trying to wiggle in their chains, and they're looking to you. He then turns to you, Vega, and then motions to the individual and says, "You and what? You have friends back there? Going to stop me? I assume you didn't come alone."
I'm just gonna head and charge forward.
You're gonna run at him with your weapon out?
Yes.
All right, that means it's time to duel. Time to click on everybody. Give me 1 second.
I go by 1.
Good thing you're ranged.
Yeah, sure.
Technically, I would be last year, technically.
Not really super ranged.
Alrighty. He can very clearly see what you're trying to do, Vega. And as he does, he quickly whips something onto this person's chest. It looks like blood, maybe from a pouch. And he turns to make a fighting stance towards you. As you begin to run forward, Arbalest, you see this first, though, and you are able to act. What do you do?
I do the shoot.
All right. We'll use that red dot to say you've got him in your sights.
I am praying him, and I'm shooting him.
Yes,
re-rolling that.
Perfectly fine. Go ahead and right-click the box, and then re-roll the hero point. All right. The 8 was grayed out, so I was like, oh no! But the 8 is gone. All right, a 24 will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Make sure you have all your stuff selected, first attack, and all that mumbo-jumbo. Beautiful. Alrighty, with all that garbage, your bolt goes flying past Kane, past Vega, and strikes this guy in the shoulder. And it hit mid-slash, he lets out like a, and he's looking about to see where that came from, and past Vega, he lock eyes with you, Arbalest, and kind of smiles.
I'll smile and wave back as I reload.
Alrighty, and
smile and wave, boys.
With that, he'll look to the first person that he cut up, not approvingly. He will not move, but it looks like he's getting ready to, after whatever needs to happen is going to happen. And now he's looking towards the road bandit. But first, he will indeed focus on the two of you. And with some chanting, he begins to spin the staff that he has in his hand, raises it in the air, screams something in some foreign language. In Vega, since you're in the room, you can feel something just gyrating and shaking. And 3 bolts of light, they just let out the sickening smells. One passes by you, Vega. Uno, dos, tres. That's a lot of stuff. All right, cool. So the first 2 are you, Vega. The third one is Arbalest. Boop, boop.
You know, I'm like, 3 damage doesn't look that bad. And then a quarter of my bar disappears. Yeah, it's 3 and then 3.
19 health right now.
And you only have 19 health.
I can take 3. Oh, no, wait, I can't.
Vega.
Like I said, I'm about to die.
And indeed. Fortunately, you have stuff. As he looks at you, you see his eyes jolt to his left into a dark corner off to the side. Almost as if he's giving an approving look to something you did not see before. You see a bat just in the darkness, Vega, right outside the light drop from the ceiling. And it scurries, not towards you, but towards your allies. Quickly, it just flies across the floor. It moves in. It flies into here, and Bat Person sort of jumps back, like shocked to see this one. And this one looks like Bat Person, but more unhinged. And he leaps for you, Arbalest.
It's Man Bat.
Wow.
With minimal damage.
Good.
Yeah, his fangs bite into your arm, but you're able to shake him off fairly easily. Bat Person sees this shit, and he does not approve, so he will get into flanking position.
Yes, get him.
Ooh, flanked.
And first and foremost, he will screech at the lad. God damn it. All right, well, we tried Bat Person.
-4?
He is very ugly.
He is incredibly ugly, but he's actually supposed to have a better intimidation. Not that it would matter. I rolled horribly. I rolled an 8, so even if it was a plus, that ain't high enough. All right, it didn't work, but he is not to be trifled with, as you can see.
Yeah.
As you can see, a critical hit. Jesus Christ, Bat Person. All right, Caring, apparently. He dives forward and jumps onto the back of this other bat, sinking his fangs into his neck.
Maximum damage.
Oh, just straight up 20. Just gets into him and just tears and just howls. You can see, Vega, the cultist looks very unhappy as Bat Person turns to the cultist and points a gnarled claw at him. Kane, what do you do?
I'm scared.
Our Bat Person is better.
True.
The sound of enemies dying behind me makes me very happy.
I don't even think I can get in range of anything. Nope. This is fine.
Side note, I did not bring this up before, and it's only partially important, but for example, if a Bat Person were trying to shoot Arbalest through the other werebat, you would have partial cover, Arbalist. So if there's a target in the way, meaning Kane, if you're standing behind Vega, you're harder to hit by 1.
Sure. I kind of need all of my stuff.
You can always aid. You can always recall knowledge. You can do ton of things for single actions if you can't reach any spells.
You can still check what the weird pulsing was.
The weird on my flesh dagger?
Yeah, your flesh dagger.
I feel like that's something I should have done before we went in, but it's a little late now.
I mean, maybe if you stab him with the flesh dagger, we win. I don't know.
I feel like I don't want to touch the flesh dagger, but I mean, I'll pull out the flesh dagger, I guess.
Alrighty. If you want to roll me occultism, we might be able to glean some information. A 26! You're going to glean a ton of information, Kane. As you pull it out, you once again feel it begin to pulsate in your hands. The cultist looks at you, and wielding his own, you feel some sort of connection between them. You can almost feel his frustration between his blade and yours. You can also feel that flesh wall to your northeast of where you are, Kane. For whatever reason, this is a blade, yes, but it feels as if while it is meant to take part in occult rituals and such, it feels like a key as well. Almost as if you can open, quote unquote, doors with it.
Gross, I hate it.
More than just a blade. And what would you like for
the other side?
Your final action?
Am I able to help with one?
You can aid with a skill of your choosing, or you can recall knowledge, which is always useful. Up to you.
I guess I can recall knowledge to see if I know anything about the giant blood circle right here.
Oh, in this room?
Yes.
What do you want just general information, or do you have a specific question? I might be able to answer it because you rolled a crit on your occultism check.
Oh, just like general information.
Well, I can tell you, or maybe the dagger tells you, this is bad juju. There's something flowing under this individual. You couldn't see it before, Kane, but there's a scrawling in the ground of some variety, and I'll go ahead and just reveal it now for you. It's pulsing with the blood, and only you see this, Kane, but it blends in with the rest of all these. There's a specific flow to this one, though. The dagger in your hand, you feel as if there's like a direct connection between these.
I mean, I will point that out, I guess. Explain it the best I can. Just be like, there's this weird blood thing moving. Yes, good luck. Very useful. Good
that's
luck,
fair.
Would that have taken my action to learn that as well? Or was that...
I would say learning that is free. If you want to recall knowledge on the enemy or on anything else, you definitely can.
I'll just try to distract this guy a bit to give Vega an advantage if she can get to him.
Sure.
Or whoever gets him next.
Yeah, which skill do you want to use to distract him?
Can I just... Oh, wait, no, I'm not able to do that, I don't think. No, that's 2. I was going to possibly just use a spell to distract him with sound.
That is indeed 2. You have... your deception's a +3. That's not awful.
You could move forward, because I'm going to move forward next.
Sure.
This is true.
Be my shield.
Well, yeah, and you have to be closer to hit, right?
Mm-hmm. I think I might be within... Yeah, no, I'm 1 step out. That's fine. This is
bullshit.
As far as I can go. It's fine.
Most of us 30 feet range or something for casters.
All right, it's not your turn, Vega. You don't have the throat. You have the clear one, not the blue one. The throat is mine, you fool. All right, see.
What? But there's nothing on the enemy counter.
But there is.
Not yet. Oh, look at another rat.
Alrighty. This one is not a rat. The individual that he cut prior, they begin to convulse. They go from their essentially entirely knocked out state to wide awake, and they scream. Their voice is filling the halls. They've been convulsing as you basically took your turn, Kane, and they've stopped after you moved. They look towards you both, Kane and Vega, and with fear in their eyes, the cult leader turns to them, and he looks incredibly excited as this individual starts coughing rapidly. And as they do, you can see them transforming. The cult leader screams, Ah, yes, the blood of the sky finally takes form. The three of you will be delectable. And as this person continues to scream, their voice is cut out as their skin bursts open. Blood spatters the road bandit next to him and the back wall of all these rocks. Feathers begin to burst forth from their skin, and you see as they scream, their mouth just stretches to an unnaturally, unreasonably wide hole. Their cheeks tear, their head begins to open as a beak pushes out of their mouth and continues pushing and pushing until the head of what seems to be a raven or some black bird is pushing completely out of the throat of this individual, having completely split their head in half. And this raven looks towards Vega and Kane and screams again in rage. It will only get one action this turn, and it'll be slow. It's going to get here as it rips itself free of the chains and begins to run towards you. Vega, what do you do?
Oh my god, plot armor chains.
Oh my god.
They break when it's the least convenient for us.
Move?
Okay.
I want to rage.
You can indeed do that.
You can rage if you want to.
Did it work? My character didn't glow. Oh, there it is. Delayed.
She's charging.
Super delayed.
It takes a while, just like Super Saiyans.
Exactly.
And smack.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, all right. Critical hit.
That better be a one shot.
Oh, with
That's
34,
one shot.
34 damage. I wonder.
Is it going to be one of those like cool cinematic shots where you like cleave him in twain as you walk past him?
Definitely.
That's what you want, Vega. You basically charging for the cultist.
Yes, that's what I want.
All right, you cut this fool in half on the way over to the cultist, and his excitement from like, yes, my creation, instantly turns to, holy shit!
Understandable.
Yes. Okay,
Poor
enter.
baby bird has barely been alive for like a minute. Already dead.
Already dead. All right, Arbalest, what do you do?
Take one action to finish my reload, and then I shoot.
All right, he will have the lightest of light cover. There's a lot of people in the way.
I'm about to say, aren't I blocking it now?
You and Kane, but I'll give him +1. Oh, and bird person. A lot of people. You still hit though, regardless. For all that damage.
Yeah.
Woo!
14. See, at least I do what I need to do.
Which is damage.
Yes.
Horrible damage. As he is...
I hit him in the other shoulder this time.
Yeah, in the other shoulder, and had it been any larger of a bolt, he'd probably be pinned to the wall as he just kind of, and he just pulls himself forward, and he's very clearly in pain. He's breathing heavily, and he is not doing well. Looking around for options.
I'm going to use my last action to move up a bit. Oh, that's too far.
Alrighty, and with that, he'll look at the two of you, and again, he will begin chanting. And chanting. Oops. Alright, I cannot get Kane in this. You're 35 feet away, but I can hit Vega. Alrighty, Miss, can you see the Fortitude save there?
Yes.
Please click it for me.
Damn, I even have a +6.
You do. Alrighty.
You can't win them all.
On a failure, you take full damage. Oh no! Vega, you're gonna take full damage. Aw, poor Vega, you took 2 damage.
Aw.
Did I really roll 2 1s on 2d4s?
Yes, thank God.
Hell yeah.
My goddess is with me.
Alright, take a bleed, damn it. Alright, he howls, hoping to appease this god that he's screaming to that maybe isn't as potent as he thought it was. And as he's casting it, he says, God of the sky, please, you've chosen me. I know I'm the chosen one. Rend my enemies asunder. Gore and tentacles burst forth, Vega, but you're not really able to dodge it. You notice it doesn't really hurt as much as you thought it would. He notices this too, and sort of in his like, shit, pulls something out from under his cowl. He begins to consume it. It's a hunk of flesh. It's very difficult to tell precisely what it is, but it's probably best not to focus on it too much. He'll heal for 3 and then turn over to the bandit that ripped you guys off, brandishing his knife, clearly intending to cut into her next. Bad person, what do you do? Ah!
Holy shit, that movement.
All right, good decision.
Movement.
Good decision, bad person. Kane, what do you do?
I'm scared of bat person after that.
I would be too.
I mean, he's not covered in the other bat, so.
Not yet. I mean, I can just kind of I kind of want to walk up and stab him with flesh dagger. It's probably not the best idea, but I still want to stab him with it. Do I even have it as a weapon?
That might count as, finishing his ritual.
Do you have a dagger on you? Or any weapon on you?
I have a staff and a torch.
Are you, you know what? Just roll the staff. And then we'll roll,
Do you have any dexterity?
Nope,
Because I
that's
think
not
it's...
what I yes.
Well, alright then. That looks to me like a critical fail to me there, buddy.
I can re-roll it. It's fine.
You just kind of slap him with the...
I mean, you definitely can. Alright, that will indeed be a hit. Roll me, blah. What is your strength? 0, 1d4.
Yes. Stab with baby dagger for 1 damage.
All right, you indeed charge him with baby dagger, and you're able to, after he parries your first hit, you quickly recorrect, and you slice him up along his arm. It doesn't look like it did as much damage as you wanted it to. Maybe you were wielding it wrong, but he looks at it, and he's incredibly offended. Just the look he gives you as if to say, how dare you?
I mean, shield.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get a turn, so...
Shield. Still scared.
If Vega passes out, he will.
We'll see.
From what, bleed?
Swing?
That's a hit.
Look at that damage. Yeah, that's max roll again.
My God, girl, you are absolutely just dumping out damage. All right.
I need to finish this fight now because my luck for the rest of the game is going to be really bad.
Potentially. As you charge forward with your blade, how are we doing this?
Well, since Kane's nearby, I guess I'm going to swing up and then over to try and get a headshot without slicing off 2 heads.
Oh, so you're just going to lop his head off?
Yeah.
Excellent.
As you do.
Well, fortunately, Kane casts shield. So he's probably able to, if it happens to, fall a little too low, it'll bounce off whatever aura Kane has erected around himself. And in his panic, the cultist will try to, parry you with his knife. You'll cleave completely through it. And then completely through him as your blade enters his collarbone and it slices down to just under his right armpit. And he reaches out to grab onto you, Vega. Coughs up blood, and then slides in two as his upper half slaps into the wall and his lower half just slides backwards.
Perfect.
This is fine.
All right. I would like to kick him.
Which part?
Yes.
Whichever is nearby.
Yes.
And then, hey, Omen, what in the 7 hells are you doing here?
Oh shit! I blacked out. I don't know. I was just a lot of alcohol, a lot of partying. Oh, I woke up here. It's not great.
This is the guy we found the dagger from in the crypt.
Yes, that's him.
Good that he survived.
Luckily. Can I start untying him? Is it metal or ropes or?
Also chains.
Can I just hit the chains with my sword?
You can just whack him if you want.
All right, I would like to whack.
When he fell, you heard something metal clatter.
What? That's too easy.
I checked for keys.
All right.
You cut off Omen's hand.
He didn't need that.
You can re-roll that.
Do I cut off his hand?
With a critical failure?
I will re-roll it.
Okay.
Not a crit failure. Here we go.
He doesn't need his hand. It's fine.
Wait, how do I re-roll it? He probably doesn't because he's an idiot.
Right-click on your roll.
Yeah, right-click the roll.
You roll with a hero point.
A 21. That's a lot better. All right, as you strike down, Omen gives you a look of what are you doing? And he tries to tense up. He almost knows you're going to cut something fleshy and really important. But no, you don't. Thank gods. You clatter against the chains and they smack up against the rocks. After a second blow, you're able to just break them free.
Cool. So
we're leaving this one here, by the way?
I'm tempted to.
She's smiling at you?
I look at her and turn back to Omen. So, what was that guy saying?
What guy?
The dead one.
The one you cut in two?
Yeah, that one.
I mean, you said a lot. Do you mean before you cut him in half or before?
Obviously, he can't talk after.
He's trying to straighten himself and look over you. He's looking at the body. Yeah, I guess he's dead. Shit. He was trying to sacrifice us to some sky god or whatever. He said the sky bled and called to him. He was I don't know. My guess is starting a cult or something.
Starting a cult? All right.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say not too successful, but there's a couple people back there. I didn't look too good. I don't know why he picked the three of us. Maybe we're special, I guess. Maybe he was desperate.
I will eyeball the road bandit.
Yes?
How's your son?
Tired. He's sleeping.
Oh, yeah? Pretty tough being in that tent with that creature.
I'm joking. I know what happened. I'm sorry. I apologize. You wouldn't just leave me here, would you?
I'm real tempted. Real tempted.
Well, if we leave you here, you might escape. If we bring you, you're definitely not going anywhere.
Good point. Is she still chained up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Keys is on that guy, by the way.
I'm gonna wrap her in my inside ropes anyways.
Yes, I was gonna suggest ropes or something. Inside ropes is great. All right, I will.
Are these like removable chains, like manacles, or are they stuck in the wall?
They are kind of haphazardly stuck in the wall. The individuals look too weak to pry themselves free, but with enough physical force, they could have pulled themselves out.
Okay. So we might be able to, tie them up properly.
All right, I will caress the dead guy's pocket for those keys.
All right, the pocket caresses you back, and you indeed find a pair of keys.
There's also a door back there, by the way.
Okay, I will unhook the road bandit and nod at Kane to please tie her up.
She puts her hands up as if to say, like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. Y'all saved me. Like, no pretenses. I'm not going to steal from you. I apologize. The expression is just thank you. Seriously.
Inside ropes. I just rip him out in front of her.
She's probably seen worse, but you know what? She submits to the inside ropes.
She probably has seen worse in this place.
Yeah.
All right, you said there's a door?
Yeah, back there.
Oh, we need to make sure there's no more people here.
As you begin to move upward, you can see, similar to where you guys were, the west of where you guys are now, there's a flesh wall here as well.
Oh, we might need the other key for this then.
Yeah, we can grab his other flesh dagger.
All right, now we have a pair of flesh daggers.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
Does that suit you, King? Do you want 2 flesh daggers?
Sure, I'll dual wield flesh daggers.
Well, if you give me those keys, I'll release the people locked up still.
I was about to say it fits your theme, right?
Yeah,
that wasn't the theme I was going for when I made the character, but I mean...
a cold guy with, like, fleshy bits, you sure?
Kind of where we're going at this point.
I mean, you did this to yourself.
True.
You said that you wanted to go free those other people, Arbalest, the poor hungry ones?
Yeah. I assume those keys work.
I'll give you those keys.
Sure. I'll go to them, I guess, and bring Omen and Road Bandit number 1 with us.
Yes, Omen is definitely helping.
Oh, yeah, he's...
I command.
He's out of it, but he'll come with you guys gladly.
You said there was a flesh wall up here?
Indeed, yes.
I'm assuming it's just a door. I'll try to, like, put the flesh daggers into it, I guess.
At both?
Yeah, no, toss me one. No, toss me one.
Huh?
I call out, toss me one.
Fine, I'll give you one of the flesh daggers.
That's the other door, by the way. I think this just leads back in.
I know, I just want to see if it, how it does it.
As you move on over, and you place the flesh dagger into the flesh wall, they have a flesh baby. No, they don't. The wall shudders a bit, and very similar in terms of sound. The way you guys heard the web open, it like sloughs open and just slowly opens from the inside, very similar to a door. Vega, the exact same thing happens for you.
What do I see?
Looking around back here, you see, so remember the storage room with all just the meat?
I don't see anything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not on boxes and tables and things of that nature, but there is viscera and various inscribings all on these walls here. As you begin to move, hold up. As you begin to move northward from here, though, Vega, you'd be about here-ish. You noticed when the door opened, it indeed made a fleshy sound, but it was, it sounded like you're stabbing someone, honestly. It didn't bleed, and it looked as if it was made of a ton of, like, tiny little fibers. As you're moving forward, you realize those fibers remind you of web. And as you take a few steps to the north, you can hear something wet and heavy, like the and then pause.
Wet?
Sounds wet.
Creep?
As you begin to move forward, just outside of your light, Another spider slowly moves forward warily. This one is the same size as Big Mama that you have seen before, except...
Same color?
No. This one is composed entirely of a bright, pinky, wet-ish looking flesh, except doesn't have the face of a spider. It has the face of a person that looks like they are locked in a constant scream, looking at you and slowly moving forward.
And back away.
I hate it.
I'm so glad I'm not there.
It doesn't seem to follow you.
Kane? What are you doing down there?
Oh, I don't know. I just came to see what was going on.
I will furiously wave you. Nope, come this way. You're close to me. I will grab you and forcibly haul you backward. You don't want to see what's back there.
Oh, what's back there? Is it more flesh?
No, it's a spider.
Just a normal spider, trust me.
It's
one normal spider.
Already.
Wait, can I try to lock the door behind us, or does it lock by itself?
After you walk away from it, it closes, which is effectively locked if you don't have the dagger. I'll leave them open if you guys want to move through them, but yes, the second you move away from them, you get about 5 or so feet from it, like an automatic sliding door, it closes behind you.
Automatic flesh door.
Exactly. You just need a weird knife to get them open. Completely convenient.
All right, so what door was Kane going through earlier?
This is the new technology.
That one? The one that you just went through?
It used to be a door.
Yep, and to get any of those open, you gotta poke with your knife. It slides open, you walk past, and it closes. Vega, upon moving to the north of where you are, you realize this loops back around.
I was about to say, I sense the spiders this way, so if there's any people here, they're on their own.
Correct. You see more webs, or what would be webs. There's no white web, it's all like pink, all coming from this direction. And putting 2 and 2 together, you realize that probably loops around. You've had time to march back here, Arbalest, with Omen, and he is helping you basically unlock everybody. The key slides in with 0 effort, and you're able to click, 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 get each person open. They all seem completely out of it, but as you pull them down and their arms are able to come to their side at a rest, they look relieved, and they're so happy, but they drop to their knees for a moment, looking for food or looking for anything.
I just tell them to have fun with the pile.
All right, they kind of
close them. Actually,
yeah.
Did we ever find out if there was moving stuff underneath that pile, or
whatever was in it? You guys were able to pull everything out of, all the good stuff.
Well, make sure to drink and eat if you can.
Initially, they are too voracious to even say thank you, but you can see it in their eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, I did all give them at least a sip of water.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check the exit and see if it's the same as the doors. It won't open unless we have a key.
Moving toward it, since you don't have a dagger, you would need to, your weird way of opening it, you'd have to basically do that again. But you get the feeling with how it looks, if you had the dagger, you could pop it open.
No, okay. Good to know. We also bring the bandit to over here, or did we leave her behind?
We're bringing her.
Yeah, so
she's wrapped up.
She's currently tied up.
All right, I'll go back to check on you guys.
Oh, can I research the cult leader? Did he have anything on him, like an identifier or some sort of scripture or diary or anything that might have indicated what he was doing?
We'll say you don't find any scripture, but you find 2 things. You do indeed find a diary, and you also find a small, and I mean small, an Inuyasha-sized little gem. It is purple and is thrumming slightly. Vega, you would recognize this, as you've seen a gem just like it, but much larger before.
Ooh. Oh, do you mean the Falling from the Sky campaign?
Bingo.
Uh-huh. Remind me what was so special about those gems? I can't remember.
They transmutate the surroundings and can open portals to a third or a different dimension or something.
Yes. We don't know exactly what they're used for, but rich people are willing to pay quite a bit for them.
So probably not a good idea to touch it with your bare hands, I believe.
All right. In that case, since I already recognize it, I will rip a piece of my shirt off and wrap it up in that.
Okay. What was it called? The jewel in Inuyasha? The Jigan? No.
Shikan?
Shikan jewel? Yeah, the Shikan jewel. There we go.
Weeps.
Yes.
Inuyasha's like my first anime, well, besides Sailor Moon.
Yeah, I can see. I mean, honestly, I never watched past episode 30 or something, so.
we have seen the whole thing.
And all the movies.
I love the movie.
Please help me. She's forcing me to watch anime. Alrighty, that person is more than willing to assist you with the road bandit and the other people. He seems to have calmed down after taking a nice bite out of the cult leader and giving him a couple kicks right after you did, Vega.
Ooh, I'm cool with that. I'm going to give him a hearty pat on the back. Hey, you did a good job.
You do that, and he responds negatively. He slaps her hand away, and he isn't going to jump at you, Vega, but he motions as if he's going to, pauses, realizes it, and takes a deep breath and puts his hands down and says, "Sorry."
That's fine. I should be more careful.
So, what's behind the door?
Spider with a human face.
Let's go.
A big one, too. Big.
I mean, how big are we talking?
As big as Mama. Across the way.
Oh, that's big.
And pink. It was pink.
Never heard of a pink spider before.
How does it keep getting worse?
I told you.
Should we keep it here, or what's the deal?
Let's come back and kill it later. I'm tired.
Yeah, makes sense. It is late.
All right, where do you all plan to head next? You guys entered here around 7 or so?
We need to bring all these people back to the village.
Yeah, so we're going to bring them back? Just bring everybody?
Yeah.
All right.
Including that person, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he is, or he might have been one of the townsfolk. So.
All right, so are you
we'll find out.
Doing anything in particular with that person, or are you just bringing him back?
Was there a spare cloak anywhere?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, there's tons of cultists. Actually, yeah, unfortunately, they were wearing animal pelts, so that'd be kind of awkward. I'm sure one of you has a blanket or a cloak you can lend him.
Sure, I'll toss him my blanket.
Yes. Oh, I was going to remind all you guys. So, I'm trying my best, but in this world, Alchestria, I am definitely leaning towards high magic. So, rather than humans being the norm, 80-90%, it's even, across the board. Not with every single race, of course, but in terms of ancestors and everything, I'm trying my best to assume everyone's not human, because we've moved kind of past that. If you see a tiefling, people don't go, devil. They go, that's a tiefling. Because we've long established all the fantasy races and such, in this world at least, and people, for the most part, do get along better. So you don't need to worry about picking an ancestry and oh no, I look weird, people stab me on sight. So
I do like that a tiefling can literally be any race in Pathfinder.
Yes, also there's a variant of beastkin of listen, if we didn't make the furry race of your choosing, just choose beastkin and say you're a blank. Problem solved.
Yes,
so
it's a really fun class. It's also rare.
That person can probably pass off as one, but he looks a little more feral in general, and he just kind of, his mood and his vibe is a little more feral, as you guys have noticed. But he will be on his best behavior. So we're heading straight back for the village?
Yeah, I mean, probably at a pace that people can keep up, I guess, but...
Of course.
Always definitely going to be slow. They're all tired.
Indeed. It is going to be very late when you guys get back. If you leave at 7, 8, after you guys have looked through this whole area, it'll definitely be past 8 or so.
Tie that wench up with her comrade.
All right, you're gonna throw her in there?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw her.
They can catch up.
Alrighty, you guys are able to swing by, and it is relatively late. I would say there were 5 or 6 folk, not counting the road bandit and Omen, that you guys were able to rescue. They are, of course, very slow and very tired. But no one expires on the way back. You guys did spend time...
No one expires?
Assisting them and such, so...
Check up on them medically, or we could check up on them medically before we go, so...
Yeah, and I will happily carry a couple if I need to.
Yeah, basically everything that you guys need to do to ensure they get back in time, you're able to do. You're not chased or pursued, as you basically took everybody out. And as with last time, it does take a while to get everybody up that rope, leaving the spider part of the cave. But seeing you guys leaving a group of 10 now, the spiders want nothing to do with you.
Even though several of them probably look like easy pickings?
Oh, they're hiding at this point, so you'd have to go out of your way or climb walls to get to them. I don't think you want to do that.
Perfect.
Sounds pretty gnarly. When you guys get back, it is, as I mentioned, rather late. But you actually all see Clara walking around outside, saying goodnight to certain folk, people that are just burned in the midnight oil. And she is surprisingly fully awake. You guys swing on by, and she thanks you graciously for bringing everyone in. And you throw the road bandit in with the other road bandit?
Yeah.
Excellent. Are we sticking with the flesh chains or real chains?
The actual chains this time around. Otherwise, Kane has to keep holding them for the entire night, I believe.
Yeah, no, I don't think he wants to.
About to get real friendly.
Clara, meet bad person.
I'm sorry, what?
bad person.
All right, he walks up behind, just extends a claw. Says, "Pleasure to meet you."
We're pretty sure he's one of the members of your village here, but he doesn't remember who he was.
One of the missing people, at least. He might have been a guard or a traveler, I guess. Venture.
He's quite large. Clara seems incredibly surprised. She takes a step back, but steadies herself, gives him a quick look up and down, and goes to shake his hand. Says,
"It's a pleasure to meet you, bad person. Is that a name that you chose, or have you truly forgotten?"
He just kind of shrugs and says,
"I'll probably remember at some point. This place does seem familiar."
Just don't sneak up on him or surprise him from behind, and everything should be fine.
She nods at that and says,
"Well, probably, I am the chief here, by the way, Mr. Bad Person. You can stay nearby me, we'll say. I've been up all day, and honestly, I probably won't be sleeping. We have many things to attend to now. There's a medical team ready. We'll do our absolute best, but we're, I'm sure you can guess, short-handed. You can chat some folk. Just don't stray too far so I can introduce you, yes?" And he just kind of shrugs and nods at that, walking around. And having completed all this, do you guys wish to help with the folk that were brought back? Omen is hurt, but not horribly injured. He can definitely assist. He's a drunk, but he's competent.
Oh, he is staying by my side until I can return him back to the village personally.
Perfect.
And I make this very clear.
All right, he looks at you to say, like, "Hey, you saved my ass. I'm not straying anywhere. No alcohol for me.
This troublemaker.
I'm done. Throw it in the trash. Never again."
I'm holding you to that, bud.
I don't believe him.
Fine, less alcohol. Significantly less alcohol.
It's a start, I guess.
I mean, how did he end up from the cathedral at Torello all the way over here, though?
Did he remember? No, he said he blacked out, so he doesn't know how he got here. I do want to help the hurt people. I want to prod them for information on how they got there, and if they maybe overheard what the people wanted them for.
Sure. Do you guys want to stay the night here and then kind of chat with everyone in the morning?
Yeah.
All right, we can definitely do that. So we shall indeed say it is the next day. If you will slap that rest button, get your spell slots and shit back. Also, Vega, if you want to turn that torch off. Is there an easy way to unequip that?
Right.
I mean, you can just put it in your back pocket, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. In terms of...
Is there anything stopping me from taping it to my head or something?
No, you can do whatever you want with it, realistically. I mean, it can fall off, obviously. But you can, honestly...
Tape it to my crossbow.
Yeah, you can tape it to your crossbow. You can stick it in your backpack and just have it sticking out. You can do anything with it. It does not turn off. And it's not hot, so you don't have to worry about the flame hurting you.
It's at my belt.
That works. We'll say going forward, Vega, just keep the regular torch on you. So that way, if you want to turn off the ever-burning torch, aka stuff in your pants or something, you just click on the regular torch. So it's
you
easier
can
for you.
Use it as a hairpin, so it looks like your hair is on fire 24/7.
Okay, yes.
Very fancy. I'm sure you would trick some folk, maybe.
They'll think I'm an elemental with my red hair.
And then kill you, so maybe don't do that.
Okay.
With all that nonsense, you guys are indeed able to help plenty of folk. Which questions would you have for them? You realize that, yes, indeed, all of the people here were taken from the local town.
Have they overheard any of the things the cultists were talking about? Like plans or whatever?
You could tell that...
turned into monsters, I guess?
Yeah, you could tell that something spoke to him, and whatever it was, that this god of the sky, it bled for him and gave him knowledge. And he thought, with this knowledge, I'll spread it to others. And he was trying to raise an army, effectively. That's all they really got from it.
So they don't know anything?
Besides that, no. He spoke of raising an army, and he spoke of the god of the sky speaking to him.
Did his diary give details?
Yes, that would definitely add more detail. Besides what I've already told you, it looks as if he experimented with what bled from the sky. He was able to scrape some of it, like into a powder, into this blood substance. And if he mixed it at the right quantity, he didn't have very much of it, he was able to turn people. Obviously, the more you use, the faster they turn. Sometimes, we saw the ones that didn't work, obviously. We saw the ones that did work, and he was basically in the middle of trying to determine how this works. But you guys interrupted him. He never found the way to do it. Who knows how strong that one was, because you one-shot them, Vega. We'll never know.
I was very driven.
Yeah, they're very dead.
And it looked very cool.
Indeed.
That's all I care about.
That's all that matters. But yeah, other than that, it looks like he was just trying to raise an army because he believed a god spoke to him.
All right, well, sounds about right. I will tuck that diary away in for future potential reference.
Oh, and to be clear, he means this literally. He doesn't mean the sky bled for him, but he also means he heard a voice. Something was telling him to do these things. So he actually heard a literal voice telling him to do X, Y, and Z. Not just, I saw a sign and now I'm going to start killing people.
Yeah, I figured.
That's probably the pearl thing, right? The weird meteor.
By the way, the jewel, was it polished round or like just like a scrap of rock that he picked up?
So I was being literal when I said it looked like the little jewel fragments from Inuyasha. It looks like one of those. It's small.
Wait, it looks like a fragment?
Yeah, it was small. It was very small.
Okay.
And that, I wouldn't say it's fairly normal, but these of varying sizes tend to fall from the sky. It's rare, but there are small ones. They just don't have that much power. Maybe something will eat it and go like on a rampage and then it'll get killed. Or a large one will fall and it will like corrupt a whole forest or something of that nature.
Oh, I remember.
Like a big glass frog.
Yeah, those frogs. I remember now.
Yep. And to be clear with that one, since you did touch it before, Vega, that one did not speak to you. It thrummed, but it didn't talk.
All right.
So does Clara know anything about pink spiders with human faces?
100% no.
Nice.
You do see something in your log there, his little diary, Vega, where he was effectively trying to hybridize various animals and human folk to try to basically get something like that.
Yeah, I was thinking that might be like a chimera type thing.
Yeah, and eventually one of them succeeded, and he basically used that as the lock keep. You see also various notes of no one will find us back here if we use the spiders to, guard the entrance.
Well, that failed.
Apparently people aren't as scared of spiders as they used to be.
I
If
am.
only, if only everyone was like King. Is there anything else about that specific spider in a journal, just like it was a successful attempt, I guess?
That's basically it. The nasty one was a success in fusing something with something, and they got this horrible abomination. It made web, but it's not web anymore. It's like a skin texture that reacts with a knife. So
it made the weird doors.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, the other thing, sorry. Regarding the other spiders, you see that he mentions having dominated the big mama spider, the big brown one, and basically forming a deal, effectively saying, you guard that, we'll feed you. And he seemed very proud of that.
I was about to say, I wonder if she's happy that this other thing is in there.
Probably not. Yeah. I mean, I was gonna sneakily go back there and thank the big spider and give it something to eat, I guess, and tell them that the big bad guy's dead, but...
I mean, we're going back there anyway to kill that pink one, so...
Maybe the spider wants to help, who knows?
We can always ask. Can we do some medicine checks on each other, please?
Very much so, yes.
Sure.
So, I guess question, if you guys are going to be waiting a day, like you hang out in town all day, you can just heal to full, and then the next day you guys can go back to the cave. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, that works for me.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so go ahead and just heal the full then. Statistically, you're going to succeed in at least 1 or 2 medicine checks in 24 hours.
Who
I
knows,
mean,
I might fail all of them and die.
Yeah, I could just kill Vega by failing.
You could.
Over and over again?
I want to find out. No, it would have been fine.
You tend to roll pretty high. Yeah.
Excellent.
Also, oh my god, that heal. That's almost max. 7 and 8.
Yep.
I only needed 11, so that would have healed me.
Nice.
I am going to take something next level that lets me heal in combat.
Ooh.
Combat medicine.
Yeah.
I was eyeballing that too.
I was instead going down the one that makes me not have to roll for medicine.
Oh, assurance?
I
Assurance,
didn't
yeah.
see that one.
Assurance is good,
So
but
assurance.
you need to make sure your skill is very high because you can't benefit from bonuses or anything. It doesn't roll, it just is. So
Yeah. I mean, you only need to roll a 15 for a basic healing check.
yes.
And then you can also take a different feat to basically make it so that when you succeed on a heal, you always critically succeed. So it doubles it.
Yeah, it can definitely be nice.
So I was going to do something like that.
Nothing wrong with that. All right, and as I mentioned, going forward, everyone seems to be much healthier after a day of being pampered, food, all that extra nonsense. Before you guys head back to the cave, did you want to ask anything or say anything to the Road Bandit and friend?
On our way back to Torello, we're going to find your two friends as well, so you can all be together again.
They don't really respond to this, but kind of give each other a look as if to say they probably bailed.
And if I
Who
ever
knows?
catch you trying to fool travelers again, I'll kill you myself.
A smile and multiple nods, they can tell you're serious.
All right, that's all I had to say.
Well, let's go talk to Spider then.
I won't actually, but I make them believe it.
Fair enough.
Obviously. Roll some demoralize.
Yes.
All right, so the three of you want to talk to the big brown spider first?
Yeah.
I wanna, I don't know, do we know what the big brown spider eats? Because I would definitely bring it something to eat for not attacking us.
You want to go hunting for a deer?
Something like that. Or a boar or,
Definitely meat. 100% meat. Loves meat.
yeah, sure.
And deer and
Whatever.
boars are big.
Yeah, whatever big-ish creature we come across.
Sure.
In fact, we can get a couple. I'm sure I can carry at least one by myself.
Sure. I mean, technically, I can roll for that even, can't I?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me survival, and depending on how well you do on that, will it augment whatever you decide to say to the spider?
You know what? I'm going to add my bonus for tracking because I'm tracking prey at this point.
Indeed, I mean, literally, yeah. For eating. A 23!
Nice.
You guys are able to get, we'll say like a well-sized deer and a nice juicy boar. And you can bring these boys on down. The cave, as before, seems quiet. These spiders want nothing to do with you all now. And Big Mama isn't pushed back as far as she was prior. She's moved up a little bit. She's not in the ceiling anymore. She's kind of crawling around. As you guys take the turn, she sees you all and responds the same way, just staring at y'all.
Hello, ma'am. We bring gifts.
She's just watching you.
And I'll drop them on the floor right in front of me
As you do, she tentatively takes a step forward.
and step back.
And then another, and then quickly grabs them and kind of pulls them back into her little hovel and begins to get to work at one of them while looking at you.
Oh, what did you want to say, Arbalest?
The cultist back in the cave is dead, so you don't have to worry about him anymore. And there's
And,
another thing there.
Yeah, we're gonna take care of that ugly pink one.
She pauses her eating at that.
You weren't friends, right? I look very uncertain now.
Yeah, when you mention that, she pauses, and we're going to take care of it, she nods.
Okay. Whew.
Hopefully, when it's dead, it also clears up the weird gates, tunnels, thingies, spiderweb, flesh things. And then you'll have the entire cave for yourself. Who knows?
The spider looks as if to say, we'll say. It looks like past you guys, as if to say, I'm not sure if my cave is still in one piece, but I'll look at it later. Sort of like
Well, if it
someone
does,
shacked
there's
up in
a-
your...
If it does, there's a few more corpses down there you can eat, so,
Ooh, her eyes light up.
Oh,
at that.
actually, yeah. There's quite a few corpses. I wouldn't touch any of the red goop. That's probably very bad. But the corpses should be fine.
Okay, you hear a chittering sound, and three smaller but still horribly sized brown spiders crawl up from behind her, from out of the bones, and they begin to pick at the food that she's also eating.
Well.
But then we'll be on our way.
And if any cultists ever come visit again, if I'm nearby, you can come find me.
Another nod.
Just don't, surprise me from under a table or something, if you don't mind, please.
That's a big table.
I mean, she gets one of her babies. I assume they look just like her, right?
Yes, just much smaller.
Yeah. Well, it was a pleasure to meet you, ma'am. I will bow and walk away.
As you all walk away, she returns the bow. And you guys are heading to the
A light spider.
to the back now?
Yes.
What about a spider?
It's polite, I said.
It is, yes. Weird.
I don't care. It's still gross.
Yeah, that's why you hit in the side, right?
It's in the
Mhm.
face,
I mean, true.
Alrighty, the flesh walls are still closed, but fortunately, we have a key.
We have 2 keys.
Indeed.
Stab.
The door slides open. Unsurprisingly.
Kane, are you ready?
No.
We need your fire king.
No.
What do you mean, no?
No.
He comes back, they're all just dead. As you guys enter this back
Here.
area, that loops back to where you guys came from with the water.
Yeah, I'll just say
Oh.
it loops back to that big room.
Wait,
Is
what
that
now?
thrumming symbol on the ground still thrumming?
Much less so. Much less.
So it's definitely dying.
Yes, definitely.
That was some powerful magic, though.
I should probably disrupt it, honestly.
We can do that after we kill this creature.
There's definitely something still going on back there. As you guys begin to move forward, you can hear it kind of thumping about, and it moves further back. You can hear the sound gets further away, and you continue moving, and it continues moving back. You can hear it trying to move away from you guys.
Probably knows his time is near.
I'm standing behind everyone.
All right, and as you guys kind of move in, it's sort of hiding in this weird like little alcove, but it does indeed see the three of you, and its eyes are bouncing between all of you.
I look at it with pity. You are not meant to be alive.
Does it look intelligent or?
No, the horrid face turns to Vega, and its slack jaw grows a little more slack.
I pull out my sword.
Do you mean to hurt my boy, my son?
Yeah, I am.
Oh!
I mean, if it's not reacting to the question, are you smart or intelligent? Yeah.
You see nothing behind these eyes.
Yep. Well, too bad.
Roll me the danger dice.
Are you going to allow me to pull out my sword in advance or no?
You have your sword out.
Wait,
Kane has the light.
Oh, that's cool. I can pre-hunt it before I roll initiative, apparently. Wait, then.
Wow, I rolled really well.
Can I do that? That's great.
I mean, it's just a hunting prey. It's something you can see, so yeah.
I mean, more so it means that I don't have to, like, hunt prey in combat.
Yeah.
Which is an action.
As long as you can see the thing,
sure.
You're good. All right, and with that, your weapon is drawn, Vega. You're at the top of the order. What do you do?
Glare.
All right, the the face screams ever so slightly as you give it the death glare.
Approach. And swing.
Oh, that's a hit. Roll me damage. Ooh, nicer. All right, it attempts to dive out of the way, but to no avail. You strike down against its fleshy carapace. Arbalest, what do you do?
I'm wondering if it'll be alive for this turn, honestly.
Possibly not.
Anyway.
It's not doing so hot. Already.
Oh, well. My first action is shooting it.
Oh, God. Yeah, I think you got it. That's a crit.
Okay.
Woo! 32 damage! All right, it is...
Oh, man, I rolled so low.
Kane can keep his eyes closed this entire time and not have to worry.
Good.
That's fair. That's an action. Just, I don't want to look.
Kane goes like, is it my turn yet? It's dead.
As it's clashing with Vega, you see the opportune moment Arbalest, and you stick it like right under its little human neck, and it attempts to cry out, but just like foams at the mouth. And the whole thing, rather than like shuddering and dying, it almost stops as if it's a mechanism and seizes up and basically just dies where it is. Its body just stops moving. And Vega, you kind of like bounce off it when you hit it with your blade, but it seems no more.
How big is its bulbous butt?
Huge. It's like the size of a horse.
Is it intact?
Yeah, currently. Why?
Oh.
I mean, it's kind of, corrupted.
Ooh, can I puncture it to make sure there's no like babies inside?
Wow, why would you do this to yourself?
Can't you hear me hesitating?
How about I do a medicine, what's it called? Knowledge check thingy to find out if it does even have babies.
It obviously very difficult to tell, but yeah, roll me nature.
Nature.
You can tell by just generally looking at it, it both cannot and is not pregnant. It's full of something.
I'm not gonna stop Vega from doing it, and I'm just gonna like after she cuts in, it probably can't have kids because it's a abomination.
I'm still gonna cut it just in case it gets back up.
All right, you're stabbing the ass.
Ooh, yes.
All right, and as you do, this pink sticky fluid begins to like spray out as if you just punctured a can. You're able to like dodge out of the way as this thing is mostly held still. No eggs, no little demons pour out. It, as Arbala said, was not full of baby. It seemed to just be full of this. Its only purpose was to move, attempt to kill things, roll horribly in initiative, and make these walls, and open and close said walls. And it was just full of that gunk. After it starts spraying out, the wound rips open further, and more of that gunk just begins to pour out of its corpse.
All right, that's fine. We can leave now.
And then it grows limp. Not limp necessarily, but it's no longer balanced, so it kind of just falls over effectively.
That's what I want. Just to make sure it's dead.
Oh, it's dead as shit.
Spiders have those nice, piston legs, so it curls up technically.
Yeah.
All right, Kane, it's safe.
I hate it here. I hate
Well,
everything about this.
We're done.
I like to imagine Kane was just saying at the back of the room, eyes closed, hand over your eyes, holding the torch in the air.
Yep, pretty much.
Beautiful.
the whole time.
Can you check if the doors are disappearing?
Oh no, doors are still here. They're still functional.
Damn it. Why can't things be easy?
Well, fortunately, you have two of these knives, so you can kind of just poke and go.
I mean, yeah, but other people can't, and the spider can't.
All right. So is there something we can destroy here, or is it like you said underground, right?
So upon closer inspection, you don't need to roll for this because you can just see it now that there's less bullshit happening and you guys have combated in this general area. It looks as if all the extra inscriptions were drawn around this middle one. And the middle one's very simple. It looks not like it was inscribed into the ground. It looks like it's difficult to explain. It looks like it just belongs here. That makes any sense?
You mean like it was there already?
Yeah. Oh, 100% there already. But less than that. It almost looks like the earth, like stone, grew and warped around it over time.
All right. Can we find the center of it?
The current center would be where a lot of rocks were just placed up. You can tell this stone wall was erected via some form of magic, but it can be pushed over via magic or immense brute force.
How old are these skeletons?
They're fairly fresh. They're failed experiments, you can tell.
All right, so I repeat my question. Is there somewhere I can scratch it up? Also, does it feel as bad as the triangle one did when I got nearly entranced before?
No. So, to be clear, that one felt alien, foreign, wrong. This, you feel a power coming from this, Vega and Arbalest, as you guys are looking at it, but it doesn't feel inherently anything. It just feels like it is. It feels like there's a force here.
So it might not even be a bad force. It just got warped for something bad.
Yes. And the more you look at them, the more you can feel like neither of you are arcane trained. So Kane would feel this the most, but it just does feel like raw power. It feels like it was used for the wrong thing, basically.
Or Kane eat it. Acquire the power.
Eat it? I think I'll pass.
Lick up the circle.
No thanks.
What do you mean?
I think I'll pass on that one. I mean, you can do it. Maybe you'll get to cast spells.
Sure. I'll try to find like the epicenter of this thing and lick it up.
That sounds horrible.
It's also buried under a bunch of rocks, so it's not happening. So yeah,
You turn into a Roomba.
a Hoover basically.
Ooh!
All right, so can I locate the bad portions of the circle and destroy those?
Very much so. And in fact, they're much easier to destroy as they are the whole outer lying area of this joint. And it looks like they were faintly scratched with a dagger, claw, etc., into the ground. Very easy to destroy. Realistically, water would disrupt it. You could scratch it with a blade or anything. It'll take you some time if you really, really want to be thorough, Vega. You can do that if you want. But you can tell it was not haphazardly scratched in, but it's not as permanent as this center symbol.
All right, yeah, I'll just scratch it just to make sure it's damaged.
Okay. And Kane, are you doing anything in particular?
Take out the magic mop.
The magic mop. I mean, I can help her clean it up, I guess.
Okay. It'll probably take you guys about, an hour or so to... It's large. It spans the entire room. So it'll take some time.
I'll bring some water because I don't know what this is.
Fair enough. And you realize water can easily wash away the blood and just viscera and such that they use to paint this down. That plus all the scratching. After about an hour or so, you guys are able to pretty thoroughly destroy the outer portion of this inscription. The center one, the one that looks like it basically belongs here, has a very obvious channel that was full of blood, and it was much more full prior on the day of the fight. It seems as if it's just absorbed it or evaporated or something, but there's notably less now.
Was the image in his diary
Was the image?
of this circle?
Yes, he drew this initially, whatever this was, as like, this is the point. I will start from this and I will build an empire. He had crazy aspirations for a dude, a seemingly no-name just guy. You could tell his little journal went on and on about how he'd do this and that and, raise like this beast army.
All right, well...
Guy looked at me today.
As long as I have the picture in the diary, I can present it to a priest to ask about.
Or a local archmage.
Oh, yes.
That
I forgot about
Artemis does
him.
not know about.
Yes. All right, so I guess we're done here.
Are we though? Can we take a look at like the circle now that it's not unmolested?
Yeah, does it feel... I mean, I guess does it feel different? I wouldn't think so.
Just to go off of what I already said, it feels, like I said before, like its own thing. And now that you cleaned up, it's much more obvious that he built everything else around this. It feels the same. It feels like just raw power. There was so much shit here before that it all melded together. Now that you're here, able to focus, you don't feel any malicious force pulsing from this thing.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, does the layout of this particular room, like it might have been like a sunken temple, or someone just found a cave and put a massive amount of power in it?
Looking around, it's definitely difficult to tell as time changes all things. If this was a temple at some point, it would have been a long time ago. But you do see stairs, you do see various bits of what could have been architecture. It would have been this would have been a temple that was basically formed out of the inside of this like cave, effectively. So it could have been at some point in time, yeah.
Okay.
Does this new circle mean anything to Kane?
The which new circle?
Basically the scrubbed one. Now that it's not weird.
Mean anything personally? No, but you can tell this is very much a.
I more so meant like he's the one that has magic.
Yes. To Kane specifically, you can tell this is very much. I want to say arcane, but that's too specific. It is a point of power, not specific to the arcane, occult, or any other arts. It is just raw power, from what you can tell.
Right.
It is not meant to be used for any one. Yeah, it's very simple. It's not meant to be used for any one particular thing. This individual chose to use it for whatever this was supposed to be. It's definitely unique, though. You can lick it. I will say, Kane, you've not read anything about this, and from how large it is and how old it looks, you probably should have read something about this. So in that way, it definitely stands out.
You can claim it as yours. Just like write your name right here.
My circle.
Yes, my place of power.
Kane's property.
Yeah.
And then it's legally yours.
If you touch it, then I'm wrapping you in inside ropes.
See? Put up a sign.
Trespassers will be roped.
Oh no! You rope nerds. Alrighty, and with that, you guys jot your notes down, get the whole place clean, and do we just head back to the town, or where's our next mission?
I guess we could check if there's a way to actually destroy like the weird red web meat.
Yes. So I want to have you guys roll for that.
I'm actually inclined to say leave it there so that people can't access this circle as easily.
Would you test and mess with it, Arbalist? Knowing this?
I mean, I would ask the group and fake it as the one to.
I mean,
I'm also thinking, like we did say, the big spider can protect this place and eat the corpses here.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, we can see if we can get rid of it.
Yeah,
you don't have to open all of them, honestly. You can just leave one open, I guess.
There are 4 back here, and there's 3 back at the original entrance. The ones back here, you guys can test on one of these since there are so many. You realize that after you cut into it, it wants to close, but it feels more dilapidated than the others, we'll say. As if there needs to be constant upkeep, either via magic or the big nasty flesh boy up top that you already killed. So they do still feel alive, but like they're just barely hanging on.
All right, so they eventually just disappear anyway.
You get the feeling that after a while they'll just rot away, yeah?
No, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, and I think we should head back to town. Can we say we brought Omen along? Because we're heading back to town no matter what. Sorry, town. Original town.
Pirello.
Yeah, we want to bring... Are we sending Omen back by himself? Am I going against my word?
You said you're going to keep an eye on him, so I assume he took that as don't leave town until we go back to the Pirello.
Like, well, we bring him with us to here as well. Or?
Yeah, I mean, isn't town the opposite direction of Torello from this cave?
Yeah.
So then can we say Omen tagged along to this cave or no?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, and then we'll go to Torello.
Okay, you guys just head straight home from here?
Yeah.
That works for me.
The captives, though.
Nah, the townspeople can take care of them.
They can suck my
bring them with us. I mean, I guess we can go to Torello and then tell them, like, there's 2 people locked up there and go pick them up.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. I mean, we aren't bodyguards for prisoners, so yes.
But I want to go hunt down their friends.
They're probably long gone.
We'll never know. We know where they meet up.
Alrighty, so we basically take just Omen back, right? And then everybody else is kind of chilling at the village. Yeah. Do with them as you will.
I assume Bad Person doesn't want to go away from there, so...
after you guys spoke with him, he kind of gave you the vibe as if he were maybe recognizing some of the buildings. Like he was walking around the town, not like he owned the place, but with some familiarity. So there's something there.
Oh, as long as he feels fine with that, he can stay.
Yes, he feels more in control of himself. The rage primarily came from just being in a fight and being surrounded by these people that did question mark to him. Whatever this is, it was just pure rage from that.
Well, I'll wish him luck with his new power and his new life, I guess.
He'll do his best.
Good luck, buddy.
And the village will decide.
It's a new ranger, so you know.
Yeah, the village can decide what to do with the other two.
Yeah, I mean, I would have told them that like we'll go to Torello and send some guards over to pick them up.
Sounds good. They will keep them effectively under arrest in the meantime. With all that, you guys are able to bring back Omen. He is feeling much better now. Regarding, let's see,
We're tying him up in like a present box and delivering him to Belwan.
That's one way to do it.
Just bringing it. It's your birthday,
Yeah,
right?
He's a present, yeah.
Guess what we found?
Surprise!
Guess how lucky he is.
All right, your group heads back, and is Omen? Are you trying to like surprise him with Omen, or is he kind of just walking with you all?
Well, I did low-key tell Belwan that Omen is probably dead, so, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, my surprise will be the announcement, guess who? And then I guess he can follow us in.
All right, as he pops in, he's kind of like, hey, and they both give him a look of like, are you freaking kidding me? Not as if to say, like, we're sad you're still alive, but how?
No, seriously.
Sad you're still alive.
Guess how lucky he is.
Do you guys just, like, lay all this information out on them?
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, they already had his funeral and all that. They buried his dagger in, like, ceremonial.
Yeah, Faley was writing out, like, his last rites and was like, oh, let me just burn this, I guess. Rolling
So
it
it's
out.
like a eulogy.
Yeah, his eulogy, yeah. Ignore that.
Have they passed out his belongings yet? Or are they still in storage somewhere?
His room might have gotten cleaned recently. It's still currently full of his stuff, maybe, question mark. About one motions for someone to, like, put stuff back, put it back, put it back, put it back. All right, but yes, they are indeed happy to see that Omen is still alive. They do still have his dagger, fortunately, so they're able to hand that back to him, and he promises he'll skip the I'll never drink again and go straight to I promise I will drink significantly less in the future, and I'll have a drinking buddy, question mark, maybe? And he's like, yeah.
Maybe I will. Wait, is he maybeing at me?
Yeah.
I'm going to grab his shirt by the collar and glare at him.
So every other
He takes it as flirting.
yes, he gives you a wink, but there's someone passing by a hall behind you, Vega. They catch a glimpse of you and they just like, oh, and they run around the corner.
Okay.
Behave.
Horrified. Oh, sure thing.
And blush and turn away.
All right. Omen is confused, maybe, not sure. Balwan's not sure what your intentions were there, but
Scaroused?
yeah, a little scaroused.
Aroused. I hate it.
Vega, big lady, big pretty lady. All right, Omen's gonna kind of chill and just like relax back here as you guys are chit chat and whatnot.
Anyway,
Hmm.
Omen is safe, I guess. Blah about what happened.
All right, you basically relay everything, and it is, to say the least, incredibly confusing. Just you guys keep relaying more and more information. I'm just like, what?
Yeah, it gets worse, trust me.
Another nod, like, all right. Well then,
That definitely is.
Then we tell him more.
the more you tell, the more it's just like, all right, clearly that was some shit, and then some, and then some.
No, by the way, there's 2 people locked up that we need guards sent over to pick them up. You know, just normal highway bandits.
Yeah, normal highway bandit.
And they jot that down as if to say, okay, well, just contact the local authorities and they'll take care of them. Fortunately, you guys were able to
Also,
take care of that.
Spider Cave, very cool. Leave the spider alone. She's nice.
Okay. You
Do we
guys
also tell them about the magic circle that King claimed?
Should we?
I don't know.
No, I'm going to use it.
Sure.
I feel like maybe we should leave the part out that it's still intact.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. We can tell them that there was like a ritual going on and we destroyed it.
Okay. Honestly, they weren't expecting anything to escalate to this degree. So major thanks, obviously, to all of you. And they'll have to like reconsider exactly what they hand out to y'all. But for the time being, they have prepared for your group 12 gold. So add 4 each. And
We're rich.
beyond your wildest dreams.
Oh my god.
The local shops ended up doing a deal with the Legraves, which gave them an extra one of these. It is an uncarved runestone. Basically, you can trade this for a runestone of your choosing. It'll effectively make it cheaper. Without having to go through them all, I can let you guys know basically what the good one is, the one you want.
Is it a potency one or like a thingy one?
Yeah, but it's specifically for melee. Casters don't get them, but you guys want the weapon potency +1, which costs 35 gold, but I believe that rune is 5 gold, 3 gold. So basically, if you give them that, it just cuts that part of the price out, which can be nice. Yeah. So that will assist you. And with all of that, I'll have to do some math real quick to figure out how much experience we get.
I think you only pay for the transcribing, which is like 10% of the cost or something.
I'll do the math on it, yeah.
It's weird. It's written out at least, so that's useful.
Yep. Anyway, so with all that nonsense, effectively, you guys are going to get enough experience, obviously, to level you. The good shit, let me see exactly how much you get, because of course it flows over. Because why wouldn't it? And during this time, Belwan and Phaley are going to take all the information that you've given them and weigh it over a bit. There's quite a bit of information that you guys have presented before them.
Did they happen to hear anything back from Bran? I'm wondering if his necromancy and our necromancies were interrelated.
I mean, Owen's dagger was found at the other side, so probably, maybe.
Did our necromancies touch?
Maybe.
God. What if we put our necromancies together in Minecraft?
Oh no.
So did we hear back from Bran?
Yes. You heard back from him
town, right?
Vaguely. Yeah. Well, he did leave, as you guys left.
I thought he left. Yeah. I wanted to do a speaky stone with him, but they're too expensive?
A speaky stone.
They're quite expensive, yes. Besides all that, sorry, I'm doing quick math in my brain.
I need like a messenger bird.
They used a messenger bird to get it to you. To get to them, basically. So as long as you're near them, you have, of course, full use of said messenger bird as long as you know where the bird's going. Unfortunately, we do know where Bran is headed, so we were able to send it to them without any real issue. Regarding the first case y'all ran into in the crypt, that was definitely connected. This new thing is so wild and out there, they're not sure what to take it for exactly, so they're going to ask around for both their sake and your guys' sake. But during this time, of course, Kane and Arbalist, you guys can stay in some of the open rooms here, so free room and board, and food, of course, for about a week or so, while they're kind of trying to figure things out. And that spine that I believe Arbalist was holding on to, Phaley was able to contact the Archmage, and he said that yes, he will indeed look at it, mainly because he heard the name Vega come up. And since you've helped before, and so have the Legraves, he figures, for a moment, sure, I can give it a quick look. So basically, during this week or so of downtime, he'll give it a look, and the three of you shall indeed level.
I can't remember. Was our relationship flirty?
Flirty with who?
No.
With the Archmage.
No.
50,000-year-old Archmage?
I'm trying to rember because I know we spent time with him. But was it fatherly?
Our memories.
You
don't even remember him, I'm pretty sure. Wait,
yeah,
you remember interacting with him.
We should remember him.
No, yeah, you remember interacting with him, but you don't remember everything because he wiped our memories.
We don't remember those.
We don't remember anything that happened in the cave.
The tentacly guys.
Yeah.
Yes. What happened in the cave
stays in the cave.
Precisely.
You could let it out of the cave sometimes.
I think he would come hunt you down if you did.
Alrighty. So let's see if this math works. Currently, you guys have 960 experience, I believe. Let's see if this baby overflows or not. I'm going to grant you 300 experience. Boom!
Level up!
Waiting.
It did work. Awesome. Vega currently has 260. The bar has not moved, but the number moved. Excellent.
Waiting. There it is.
All right.
You gotta wait for yours?
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah. All right, so for killing shit, congratulations. Now, the nice thing is, the game knows certain numbers. For example, Vega, you don't need to touch anything. Your HP just jumped up to 32 because you're level 2.
Ooh la la.
Your AC should also be 19 now.
Yeah, so various things just flat went up.
My AC is still 18.
Yes, so certain other numbers are tied.
Are you wearing armor?
She should be, yeah. Hide armor.
Weird. Mine went up.
You can't see it because it's hide armor. Oh. She also has like no dex. Yeah, she has garbage dex. That doesn't help. So that was from All the Murder. For rescuing all the folk, I'll grant all of you another 30. Let's take a second to get there as well. Actually,
I just love it when a plan comes together.
Excellent. So we got all that nonsense. And during this week of downtime, I asked you guys to go ahead and pick ahead what you wanted your archetype to be. And as a reminder, obviously we're using the free archetype rule. So there's the archetype rule. So there's a few extra little things. I figured because Pathfinder is new to us and it's a little more complicated, we would level together so no one falls behind. And because this is a group game and what the hell was I going to say? Teamwork, as you guys level, is going to become insanely important to the point where you absolutely have to be debuffing enemies and doing X, Y, and Z, or you just won't be able to hit them, among other things. But we are definitely headed that way. Vega, because you and I worked on it the most, we know exactly what you're getting, right?
Yeah.
I sat with you. Already.
Yeah, the ones I was leaning towards that fit the character were really complicated. The first look through anyway.
Yes, was not great. We also talked it through and everything. You want to go over, so we don't necessarily need to hard decide on everything. We can just say, I'm thinking about this. But I believe we probably all have firmly decided. I kind of know what Kane wants, I know what Arbalest wants, and obviously I know what you want, Vega. So what are you going with, babe?
My free archetype is called Soul Forger Dedication. And the general summary is your devotion to a cause unifies your soul with an armament tethered to the very essence of your spirit. I'm going with Heroic Heart, which I think gives me a buff to all my stats, or certain stats like attack power and something like that.
Indeed. All right, so do you remember how to grab all the feats and whatnot within Foundry?
Ask someone else, and I'll let you know if I can't figure it out.
Okay. So I'll have your character sheet here and just kind of shrink it while you're clicking on it. Remember, you only need to click browse, and then it should open the right window for you. You drag it in, you're done.
I know.
All right. In terms of what hers does for the party, obviously grabbing this early on, there's not much it can do. Heroic Heart, which is when she basically decides to activate the weapon. So the Manifest Soul Forged Armament. What was your justification? Because this is an uncommon archetype. What was your justification for it working for you specifically?
My justification was I went kind of super devoted to my goddess in there. I think I pulled that off. So she gifted me with this.
Yes. So you're basically trying to, get closer to whatever that feeling is.
Yeah.
And you believe she has blessed you in this way. So effectively, it's kind of what it sounds like. It's a weapon. You can choose armor if you want, but of course she's choosing weapon that you can just summon as an action. It just kind of pops out of you, which is pretty cool. So you immediately wield or wear the Soulforged armament bound to you. It remains manifested till you dismiss it. Once per day, you can manifest the essence form. The essence form she chose is called Heroic Heart. It gives her a +1 status bonus to attack rolls, perception checks, skill checks, and saves. That can only be done once a day and only lasts for a minute, because then it goes away. So basically, once a day for 1 minute, so a fight that she thinks is really important, she effectively gets a +1 to everything. So choose your fights carefully. And of Kane and Arbalest, which of you, or we'll go with Arbalest next. Which one are you going for?
My archetype?
Yes, the archetype you're looking at.
It's called Beastmaster Dedication.
That sounds familiar.
Me a buppy.
I love that dedication.
A whole buppy.
Yes, I mean technically I can get 2 buppies with it, even 3 buppies, but
They're only really
we need all the
useful when they're mature, though. So it's
they're fine.
Yeah, but it takes time to build into.
Super worth it,
if you
though.
take if you take it as an animal companion as a class feat, they are actually pretty good early on as well, from what I could find at least.
Yeah, they're definitely nice. It's
I have to take 1 action. I don't have to roll for it because it's a feat.
Yeah, command animal.
And then it can do 2 things, and one of them is support, which is great.
It is definitely very cool. Also, it gives you guys an extra melee, so easier flanking.
Yes, I can flank with it.
I'm so excited.
You can finally flank Vega.
Bunny?
Oh my god.
And for my class feature, I'm taking Heal Animal, but I can't find it.
Oh, what's the
It's
question?
called
Fine, you don't need that.
Heal Companion is called, right?
I think something along those lines, yeah. What was the
It
question,
might not
babe?
want to give me because I don't have actual Animal Companion.
Oh, I forgot to say, animal companions are weird in this game. Sorry, they're weird in Foundry specifically. There's a specific way.
Oh, yeah, I had to build my own character sheet for the dog.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so for you can take all your feats. For the dog, that's something I kind of have to mess with. It's literally creating an actor. You have to go through like this actor page.
Yeah.
It's weird. They're working on it. It's not as straightforward as it should be. What was your question though, babe?
For Soulforge dedication, where do I drag hero card in? Does it go into skill feats or no?
So it says you can. Normally, it breaks down. You can Soulforge armament. So this is the part that we're looking at. You might need to put a note somewhere, unless it is somewhere, because under Raging Intimidation.
I mean, does it go where the empty skill feats is?
No, it's not a feat. It's
Well, then what do I fill in that spot?
oh, for what skill feat?
Yeah.
For your archetype?
No, I believe I bet that's where it goes. It's
Sorry, what are you trying to do?
Skill feats are specifically for skills, so that wouldn't be attached to that.
all right, but the one I chose in that website was Titan Wrestler, and Titan Wrestler is already there.
Yes. You got Titan Wrestler at level 1 though.
Well, I grabbed it at level 2 on the website.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, you're technically fine there. As long as the website lines up, you're good. The 2 feet, because you get 2 feats. 1 feat you took was No Escape, which gives her a reaction whenever
Class feat and a skill feat.
Yeah.
Or-
So
yeah.
Yeah, you got a class feat and an archetype. The archetype you chose was Soul Forger, so that's the one. The second one you got was No Escape. And No Escape is whenever a foe within reach attempts to move away from you, as her reaction, she can basically run at it, which is really cool. So yours was easy. And then Kane, what were you looking at?
Chrono Skimmer.
That sounds really cool. What's it do?
It lets me mess with my initiative. I can choose like normal initiative rolling. I can destabilize my time stream, or I can stabilize it. If I stabilize it, it's just 10 plus my initiative modifier.
Interesting.
I can go just normal roll initiative, or I can destabilize and roll a flat DC 11 check. If I succeed, then it's 19 plus initiative modifier.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, that's definitely something.
And if I roll the same initiative as something else, then I always go first.
Useful.
Very nice. So I'm trying to remember, babe. Your pet, when you made it, it was a character, technically, right? Yes, he
Yeah. But
Okay.
it was a pet specific character sheet. I do remember that. In fact, I want to say when you finally found how to create it, it was really easy.
Yeah, it takes a second to find it. It can't, because the thing is, the character sheets look different. You guys haven't seen NPC character sheets, but when I create an actor, I can make an NPC, a player character, a hazard, loot, a familiar, which is not a familiar, or a vehicle.
Oh, also, I have to remove some spells because I think one of them is rare and I didn't realize it.
Which one?
I haven't used it yet.
Oh,
Invoke True Name, I believe, is a rare one.
invoke
'Cause
true name?
Yeah.
All right.
What level did you get that at?
1.
It's just a
low-level spell.
cantrip.
Oh, I've never seen you use it.
No, I haven't used it. On Wanderer's Guide, the like rare tag on things is blue, and so is like 5 other things.
Yeah. It's a darker blue, I see.
That's hard to see.
A little.
So I'm gonna delete that one and replace it with something else.
Okay. Your archetype feat, you got Animal Trainer Dedication. You gain the service of a young animal companion that travels with you and obeys simple commands as best it can. This trained animal is trained in performance instead of the skill listed for its type.
Are you looking at animal Beastmaster, not animal thingy?
I'm looking
Animal trainer?
at what you put in your character sheet.
Did I put the wrong animal couch?
You put Animal Trainer Dedication.
That might have been
Oh
wrong
yeah, I
one.
think that's the wrong one.
Yeah. You wanted a Beastmaster?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, let me swap them out.
Oops.
There you go. All right, Beastmaster Dedication. Dear God, that's way more. All right, same thing. You gain the service of a young animal. Contrary to the usual rules for Animal Companion, this feat can grant you a second Animal Companion. If you ever have more than one Animal Companion, you gain Call Companion action, blah, blah, blah. Basically, you have one dude at a time. Certain Beastmaster feats give you the Primal Focus spell. When you gain your first Beastmaster Focus spell, you become trained in Primal spell attack rolls and spell DCs. So that's good. And your spellcasting ability for these modifiers is Charisma. Feats that grant Beastmaster Focus spells tell you to increase the number of focus points in your pool, but if you don't already have a pool, blah, 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 you gain 1. You can refocus, yep, we know that, by grooming and feeding your pet and giving him love. You can't select another thing until you're done with this. Excellent. So that is an interesting point. I might have seen this wrong. Arbalist has an extra skill fee, and so does Kane. You don't have one though, babe. But
yeah, you should have gotten An extra one for level 2, yeah.
I am double checking the
Actually,
website version now.
Except depending on your background, if your background did not give you a skill feat.
Oh, that's a good point. Did your background give you one? What was your background?
I'm checking.
Oh, warrior gave you intimidating glare, but you got intimidating glare anyway. Okay, that's probably why then.
Oh, did you take it again?
No, she gets it for free if she takes raging intimidation.
Oh,
So,
yeah, that's an issue.
Am I owed a skill feat then?
No, I think you don't get it then,
Yes, correct.
unless you change your background.
Her skill she took as Titan Wrestler, which is you can attempt to disarm, grapple, shove, or trip a creature up to 2 sizes larger than you now. So she can mess with truly large lads.
All right, so then that second skill feat is just blank.
Yep.
I'm just gonna say it that way.
Yep, just leave it there for now. And then if we're wrong, we'll poke it later.
Okie dokes.
Let's see. For a class feat, you're choosing. For skill feat, and you're choosing battle medicine.
Yeah, so I can kill my friends in combat when I roll low.
Exactly. Give them a love in combat, which is nice. And your class feat, you're taking cantrip expansion.
Yeah, it just lets me have 2 more.
Excellent. Oh, two more cantrips.
2 more cantrips, yeah.
Nice.
In which sense, the cantrips are really good.
Which ones are you grabbing?
I have guidance for one, and I need to figure out the other one.
Is there a occult version of guidance? Because that's divine.
Am I not allowed to use divine?
It says it says 2 occult.
Oh, for that one?
Yeah.
Okay. My bad. I didn't see that part.
All good. Now I will say some spells double dip, so definitely keep an eye out for that. Not all, but some do. That one looked like it was just one though. You're taking deja vu. What does that do?
Makes things repeat what they did last turn, I believe.
Okay, cool.
Fun. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The Chromo Skimmer. Oh my god. Okay, I remember the whole thing. There's a lot going on there. Chromo Skimmer dedication. Initiative roll is tied with an opponent. You go first. Very cool. They just give it a +1 in case
Check something real quick.
3 people are tied. So I know there's a Time Wizard dedication that's like level 6 or so, and by that point you'll have extra points in Chromo Skimmer, meaning you'll be set. All right, and importantly for you, Arbalest, very importantly for you, you were looking to get a different weapon, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you, Kane and Vega,
I
obviously.
think it is uncommon technically, but
I believe so. So I was going to. There are things we can mess with here. So what was the name of that weapon? It was the repeating crossbow.
The repeating heavy crossbow, yeah. Specifically the heavy one.
Oh, there's a repeating heavy crossbow.
Yes. Like the normal repeating one also works, but then I don't have a reload, which is an issue for me.
It's definitely uncommon. It's level 1. Oh boy, okay. This larger crossbow has an internal chamber that can be loaded with up to 5 bolts. While it uses the same ammunition catch mechanism as other repeating crossbows, a repeating heavy crossbow's design has significant trade-offs. It has the increased range and damage and is easier to learn to use, but requires a small amount of effort to reload. Oh my god, that range increment. Jesus.
It's 180. It's nice. It's
Holy
really
shit.
It's basically 360 if I take a -2, I believe, on the hit.
Yeah, which is not much at all.
And then it goes to 4, whatever the hell. Or 5, whatever the hell. For a -4.
All right, I'm going
I
to
can
change.
shoot far. Yes.
I'm going to change the description so it's clear. So it has reload 1 on it, which is not bad.
Yeah. I specifically need to reload 1, otherwise I can't proc my thingies.
Right, because you need to reload to benefit from something,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The awkward thing is you fire 5 times first, then reload. So
No, I fire, then I reload, and I do that 5 times, and after that I need to change the chamber, the magazine. And that's a 3-action turn.
Oh, you need to shoot, reload, and then
Yeah. The
okay.
normal repeating crossbow doesn't have a reload. You can literally fire it 5 times, and then you have to change the magazine.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes more sense.
And that's why it's fucking amazing.
All
I
right,
love it.
I'm just throwing.
I'm so glad that exists in this game.
I'm throwing shit in your inventory. I apologize.
So I want to check it out.
Yeah, it's easier if I.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, reload time 0. Shit. Okay. All right, so we want the repeating heavy boy, and heavy boy does, in terms of damage, 1d10. Okay, cool.
It should do the same damage, except it doesn't benefit from my ability, so it doesn't become a 1d12.
That's technically fine. All right, so it is uncommon. So what I was going to do is this. Of course, you
It's
can.
also expensive, so you know.
Yes, it's 20 gold, but you have the money. Or you should. Yeah, you made.
Thematically, I was going to upgrade my normal crossbow, which is 3 gold fewer, I think.
Bingo. So
you can do that.
Yeah, so the heavy crossbow, we're going to basically upgrade that into the repeating heavy crossbow. So what I was going to have you do is the heavy crossbow is 4 gold. So I was basically going to cut that in half to 2 and effectively make the repeating crossbow -2. So 18 gold, I guess. So whatever other crossbow is. Actually, we'll just say 4. That's fine. So 16. Since we already have the full thing. So we're basically upgrading it into a repeating crossbow. What I was going to do is I was going to tell you to do, because I think you said you had a woodworking feat. Yeah. So I want you to roll me craft, because I don't know if you remember, but there was a dwarf lad in town that helped Vega and folk with gear and such. So she and the Legraves can introduce you to him, and basically you can spend this week looking for your pet, and also basically meeting up with him. And because you have access to his workshop, I'll let you roll craft. And you can kind of help him using whatever, built-in memory you have of this. All right, cool. Excellent. 18. Hell yeah. Okay, so goodbye, heavy crossbow. We'll heat that into the stratosphere. You okay. I think we clicked at the same time. I was like, what? All right, cool. So we'll take 20 -4, 16, and then with an 18 on a success, we'll knock that down. We'll knock that down an extra 2 gold, we'll say. So go ahead and subtract 14 gold from what you currently have. And then in that time, you can basically help, not necessarily guide him, but you're an extra hand, which will save you a little bit of money and time. And now you have the repeating heavy crossbow.
Nice.
Much better. Now you don't need to spend infinite turns reloading.
I know. Now I can spend one action, telling my pet to do something.
Yes, exactly. That was so debilitating. Alrighty, I'm very happy to have that now. Okay, we have that.
It's actually funny. Like the guide you sent me as well had like heavy crossbow, F tier, repeating heavy crossbow, S tier.
Yeah, I know, right? Because like you don't realize they're like, oh, I can't move, I can't do anything. Like
I did build him around that case, so it helps.
Not a big deal. We have a rough first level. I'm still learning how encounters work, so I didn't murder anybody. We're doing good.
At like level 4, I'm gonna take what's it called again? Running reload. Anyway.
Running reload, yeah. Excellent. That is definitely some good stuff. I'm going
also
to
still have something to sell.
Yes.
If I remember right, I picked up like 5 different poisons.
Yes. Okay. So we can definitely do that. So you picked up 2 more spiders. So roll me here. I'll just. Oh wait.
All right. I still need to do that.
Yeah.
Survival check.
I would send it to you, but we're doing multiple checks here. So do 2 more survival checks. They need to be to 14.
Technically, I would have done that before I leveled up, but it's fine.
Oh yeah. It went a while ago. Basically, in town while you were helping the people.
I feel both.
All right. Did you want to reroll either of those, or just leave them at that?
Honestly, I might as well use up all my hero points.
Okay. An 18.
It's an 18. What was the thing we wanted again? 14?
14, correct.
Never mind.
Yes.
Well, I crit one after, that's fine.
The downside to hero points is you have to take the next number, even if it's lower. So that I mean, if it's a miss, it's a miss. So
at least it's not a critical miss,
Correct.
Didn't poison myself.
Exactly. All right.
And
so
crit 1, so it breaks even, basically.
Yes. So you have 3 raw venoms. 1 was a crit, so we'll increase it again. So now you have 4 raw venoms. All right. So with
5,
we used one.
I had
to basically.
Oh, yeah, we used one. Yeah, for the antitoxin.
Yep. 1 is the antitoxin. All right. Cool. So
I did actually read up a bit on poison, and I need a feat to actually use poison, so I'm not going to use it for anything.
Oh, you can't.
I'm just going to
Really?
Yeah, you need a poisoner feat to actually use poison, sadly.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
There's no poisoned arrows either or anything that I can make, so.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna either sell it or trade it in for anti-venom.
We can most definitely go that route.
And I'll also describe what spider it came from in case the alchemist wants to, turn it into drugs. But that's
drugs, my favorite.
But that's metagaming because I know that you can make drugs out of them.
You can make some pretty crazy shit. All right.
What was it called again?
What's what called?
The drug you can make out of this venom.
Oh, I have no idea. It technically we're running homebrew with this technically, so
yeah,
it doesn't actually turn into something, but it theoretically can.
I mean, no. Technically, I'm pretty sure that it dream spiders, right?
Dream spider, yeah.
Talented alchemist processed dream spider venom into addictive drug called Shiver.
There are quite a few.
So you want to get high? But I'll just trade it away or something.
All right, there is a lot. I had a list of every poison in the game, and I somehow lost them because I'm an idiot.
Like, weirdly enough, there isn't like a spider venom.
Yeah, I know, right?
list.
Yeah. The one thing that you would 100% expect to exist. One of the first ones is like, shit, what are they called? Big boys?
I mean, I think there's like ogre spider venom or something, but that's level high stuff.
Indeed. All right, I will tinker with that later. Sorry, did you say you wanted to trade them in for money, or did you want... It would be
I'd
very
rather
much.
just trade them away for gold or like turn them into anti-venom so we have some on us,
Okay, let me see how much
depending
anti-venom...
on how much we can get of them.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Anti-venom is 6 gold a pop, so...
Ooh.
Yeah, anti-venom's expensive. Realistically, you can probably trade them all in for like 1 anti-venom. It's a level 2 item, which is... You guys are level 2 now, so that's perfect.
Well, better to have one, I guess.
Okay,
Sure.
yeah, I'll give that to you. And we'll trade in all those bad boys for an anti-venom. All right, what was your question? The only way for you to learn new spells outside of feats? Okay, so yes, you can learn new spell. There's literally an action for learning new spells. I think it's called Learn a Spell. You need to find it via scrolls, spellbooks, which I will definitely include. I think the guy you fought, you have all the same spells as him, except for you don't have Magic Missile.
I'm already like kind of overloaded on spells. I was just wondering.
You do indeed have a lot. So learn a spell is an action. It's somewhat complicated. Not really. You do have to pay for it. And if you fail, it whiffs. So basically, long story short, that's a level 1 spell. So you would pay 2 gold, spend like an hour or so, I think, and need to roll a 15 on whatever tradition it was, which I believe would be Arcane, so you'd roll Arcana, and you need to get a 15 basically, or I think you can't roll again until the next level, but you would have rolled that at level 1. That's entirely up to you if you want to try going for that, because he would have had that book on him, so.
Sure, I can go for it.
Sure.
Was it 2 gold?
Yep, 2 gold, and roll me Arcana. There's, it's nice that there's rules for everything, but I do kind of have to pause. The nice thing is I did read this ahead of time. So, there's different, actually, I think you can just straight up like look for the the ability and just do it. I'm pretty sure it's like a downtime activity.
Oh, I have no clue where it's at then.
Let me say. Learn. Yeah, right there. Learn a spell. Boop. Drag it on
It's
there.
probably downtime or something.
Yep, it is. That.
Oh,
Yeah, it's long. A lot of words. Basically, there's no flat roll for it. It's basically just roll me Arcana.
okay. Okay.
You can re-roll that if you wish.
You have hero points.
You do have hero points, yeah.
I might as well go for it.
Yep, and you would have rolled this
That's
at
a really
last
bad
level.
roll.
There you go. All right, cool. So if
Doubles the roll.
yeah, I believe as a success, you expend the materials and learn the spell. That's it. So you can basically add Magic Missile to your repertoire.
Arcane spells. There we go. Oh, it's longer range. That's nice.
Yes, it has fantastic range. And if you want, you can fire one off as a single action if you have nothing else to do. It's not great damage, but it's something.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than just standing. It's no inside ropes,
No, nothing compares to inside ropes.
truly. And were you still deciding on the cantrips you wanted, or?
I grabbed Forbidding Ward and Daze.
Or did you change my crossbow to not consume ammo, by the way?
Oh, I did not. Go ahead and do that.
Can I do
And
it?
I still have to replace that other one.
I believe so. Let's see.
I
It
can
says-
click it, yes. Where is it though?
That's a good question.
Details?
Yeah, it's under details. Category, group, base, weapon range, reload time, multiple attack penalty. Where was it? Oh, no. I think it's on the
On the arrows.
the arrow, yeah. I think the arrow, I have them set to not consume when used.
On consume.
Yeah, under repeating heavy
It
crossbow
just says
magazine.
nothing, so I assume
Yeah,
there's
so
nothing.
Auto
I have
destroy.
auto destroy disable as well.
Yep, turn that off and you're set to go.
But test it, I guess.
Shoot Omen.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
Oh, need to assign the ammunition first.
I guess to replace my old one, I'll add Tanglefoot.
That one's fun. Can slow dudes down.
Oh, I missed him. How dare he dodge?
This is
I
fine.
missed him again. How dare he dodge again?
Roll the exact same thing. There we go.
And it did do the roll right. Okay,
I
good.
have so many things and like no slots to use them with.
Yes. Even spells in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely keep in mind, at level 2, if you gained more spell slots, you have to manually add all that.
Yeah, it just gave me one more first level. My cantrips don't go up ever.
You mean you gain no more cantrips, or?
I can't prepare anymore.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how many I'm supposed to gain.
I think it was
found
like
that.
2 per level or something, depending on your class.
I think that's 5e rules. I don't know what it is here.
We'll double check. Wizard's obviously a little more complicated, but I have the physical book now, which...
I also need to check if... do you happen to know what level Heal Companion is?
What level Heal Companion is?
Yeah. Is it first or second
spell?
level?
It's first. I
The
saw that, I think.
The actual one is a focus one.
Yeah, the focus one. Okay. Then at level 2, I should gain the heightened 1 bonus, right?
I believe so, yeah. So heightened is automatic. So once it's heightened, it's just heightened.
Is it though? Because
Yep.
I didn't get the extra 1d10 healing when I used it.
It definitely is. Because it's not... heightened's weird. It's not every level. It's like every 2 levels. So you need to be a fairly high level for it to actually become heightened.
Because it's half.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Yeah,
it's half of...
it's half rounded up, yeah.
Yeah.
No, right, I forgot about that. So next level I should gain 2d10, which is nice.
Alrighty. For now, I'm just going to call him Pet. So, Arbalist, what exactly...
I gave you his name.
Indeed. I'm trying to make... I don't want to commit too much if I'm wrong in the character sheet and have to start all over.
Sure.
So, because I did that with wife because I was like, I'm wasting my time. Let's see. Those are actors. Oh, this is actually switching more than I thought it would. Interesting.
Let me touch my boy.
Okay. Oh, this is the annoying part.
Oh, I love how companions are, not dead weight in this system.
Yes, they're definitely quite good. All right, what is this? Ah, there we go. Okay, cool. The boy is a hyena, correct?
Yes.
All right. What is the boy's name? And where do you find him?
With a Y. Probably somewhere in the woods, right?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Abandoned by his peers.
Deity.
All small and cute.
All right. I know this a lot.
When I say small and cute, he's like the size of a small or big dog, but
he's
a medium-sized dog.
A medium-sized dog, the small of a large dog. What?
Yeah, despite his size being small. Wait, is he small? Yes, he's small.
Yes. So this
That's
should be
before he's big, or
basically all automated. So the he has a Jaws attack.
Yeah.
If he wishes to dom, right there. Hell yeah. And it does not bad. 1d8 plus 2. All right. The hyena support benefit. The hyena mockingly yowls at your enemies and bites at them when you create an opening until the start of your next turn. Each time you hit a creature with in the hyena's reach with a strike, the creature becomes frightened 1. Wow.
By the way, when it says when you hit a creature, does it mean I hit a creature or any of my allies?
That's a great question. We can tinker with that. For now, we'll just say anybody.
Sure.
Because they are regardless, the person is mocked for that time being.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until the start of your next turn, each time you hit. Yeah, we'll go with everybody for now, just because that sounds dope. And these are, to my knowledge, these are pretty straightforward. Like you don't need to touch their stats or anything. You drag an animal companion and it just automates, and then whenever there's new
yeah, I should be able to like switch it from young companion to adult companion, stuff like that.
Yes.
As well as add modifiers depending on what I choose.
I forgot what those are called though. Feat wise.
Specializations.
Yeah, but I don't know what we have ancestry feats, class feats. Ancestry feat again? Oh, ancestry feature. And then class, archetype, skill, general, campaign, and bonus. There's so many.
Yep.
I have no idea where they put it. Oops, that's a bestiary. Oh, it's just feats in general. I'll leave it alone for now.
Deity, me.
All right.
You know what sucks, by the way, with animal companions?
What?
They have 2 mastery options. The what's it called? The agile one and the brutal one or something? Fierce? I don't know. And like the agile one is so much more better than the other one. Because it gives you dexterity bonuses. So it gains like massive AC bonus and hit bonus and all that stuff.
Yeah, I remember when she was looking, there was one that was like, why take the other one? This is so much better. For tokens, did you say you wanted
I still want to take the other one.
Basically, one for combat,
Yes.
one for... Okay.
Yeah, one for in combat, one for out combat.
All right, cool.
Actually, you say everything is right, but his health is definitely not right.
Right, yeah, like I said, there's some things that are definitely missing. And
to set up his.
I wouldn't mess with it manually because it should all be automated and it'll just break it. So for now, leave it as is, and I'll jump in and.
Oh, it did not get its ability scores assigned. That's why.
Right, yeah. It's going to be missing some little things.
It should have 14 strength, 16 dexterity, 14 con, 4 intelligence. Yeah, those definitely did not get assigned.
He currently has those stats. Are you going through and clicking him?
Oh, wait. Interesting. Oh, it's because he's level 1, that's why. He should have the same XP as me. He levels with me. There we go. Yeah, that should be good.
Alrighty, and then for your character, is there a reason you were drawn to the woods to summon this lad?
It was more so that, he just had his crossbow upgraded and he was testing it out in the woods, and then he heard, yelping, and he had, a faint feeling, he remembered that, and he went to check it out, and he found, a lost hyena pup.
Excellent.
Which reminded him, more like an intrinsic feeling, he's used to this, he has, experienced this before. He wanted to take care of it because it was a good boy.
A very good boy.
The third one's it's the art. It's going to be in there because of what I named it. Because it's too similar is the problem.
Yeah.
I can rename it, but it'll break the original, and I'll mess that in a minute. I honestly think I'm very certain when her and I made the other character, we did just that. What was his name again? Char? Char was the pet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was Char the dog and a golden dog, by the way. And the owner was Rick Diaz.
Yes. There we go. It's a ancestry feature mature animal companion. So it's going to be eventually under ancestry feature. You got that level 4. Nice.
Wait, why does he get an archetype feat? What?
Ignore it. there are some things that are just what?
I'm going to make him a drow shootist.
Yeah, it's programmed as a character for some reason.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I probably need to apply adult companion to him or something weird.
Yeah, which will be under the top one, ancestry feature. When we cross that bridge, of course. He's a fast boy too. He's got 40 feet of movement. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Speed.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Depending on how much I invest in him, I can make him even faster.
Yeah, he can get really quick, which will really help Vega. And Vega can react when people move and just chase them. So prepare to actually hit people more often, Vega.
Yeah, excited.
Now I need to check because there is a limit to when I give a command action, what I can technically do, I believe.
Command is either move or bite, currently.
No, I can do 2 things, yeah. It's move, bite, or support.
Yeah, which is
but
basically
I think there's a
aid
limit
action.
to if I support, I don't think I can strike, I believe. Something like that.
So they're command an animal? Yay, words!
Yeah, well, I don't have to do the top part.
Correct.
Because this is a...
it's your boy.
Animal companion.
Drop prone.
I also don't have to be afraid of him, running away because he's scared.
Yep.
And I get 2 actions out of it instead of 1.
We had to read it a couple times because we're like, wait, you have to hold up. You have to roll every time you talk to your boy. That doesn't make any sense. And then we're like, oh, okay, there it is. It was not hidden necessarily, but it wasn't so obvious.
Yeah. At first I thought it was kind of bad as well. And then I read the part where, if you have this feat, you don't have to do this bullshit.
Yes.
And then when he grows up, he can attack without my command, which is even better.
Yes, he gets 1 free something, which was super useful once we hit that level. We tested and she liked it a lot.
Honestly, I kind of wish I could make him do the support action for free instead of just attacking, but that's fine.
All right, did you add
it'll rarely come up anyway, so...
Primal Focus Spell, perfect. Okay, good.
Should have, yeah.
Nice.
I couldn't think of anything to add for my actual feat, so I figured might as well add a healing for my pets,
They go down pretty quick, so yeah, it's smart. He'll be in melee range, so logically I have to kind of attack it. It'd be weird to always run to you guys.
The other option was
in combat.
Yeah, the other option was United Assault, which is also kind of nice, but
yeah. All right, so which feat or where does it say how command animal works? It's very wordy. I was trying to find that. We have the dedication right there.
Yeah, I was reading it off of the Nethys site, so I'm not sure if it's in this one as well, or it might be a different command animal one. I don't know.
Might be. This one, I definitely want to make sure we have it down. It's a little weird, but after her and I read it, it was like, that makes way more sense.
Yeah, I don't think this one says it. Like, I found it in a weird spot or something.
Oh, is it under the rules for animal companions?
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, because in Archive Death, it links somewhere else. No, there's no information there either. Ah, my God, full rules. All right, the following base statistics are for a young animal companion.
This is where I found it, in Discord.
Ha, on the same page.
Yeah. Like, it gains like the minion trait, and you don't have to do nature rolls.
Yeah, so it gains 2 actions during your turn if you use command an animal to command it. That's part of the usual effects, and you don't need to roll. Because if he dies, you can spend a week of downtime? Oh, no. Oh, wait. If your companion dies, you can spend a week of downtime to replace it.
Don't worry, I'll just raise him from his grave.
Yeah, so that's one thing I'm wondering. If I kill your pet, is it dead?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Let's just say, Arbalest is a Duskwalker, so Flint is also going to come back as a Duskwalker.
Yeah, I'm going to give it like a death save or something, because I'm going to feel...
He's a dog walker.
Yeah, I'm going to feel really bad just knocking him to 0 and going, oh, well, there goes your pet. Because that's just going to feel like garbage.
Usually he might actually have saves. I'm not sure.
He has the minion trait, so whatever that grants him. Let's see. Minions are creatures that directly serve another creature. They don't have reactions. They can't act when it's not your turn. Nope. A minion cannot control another creature. Good to know. I think if he dies, he dies. All right, I will probably amend that and say it has a death save or something. I'm going to feel real bad if I, catch him on accident. He just explodes on a crit. He's a pup.
It's fine.
Just get us to level 4 real quick, and he'll have like 60 or 26 AC or something weird like that.
I mean, to be fair, I'll be hitting it.
He scales hard.
I'll be hitting at the same level, so it's not going to matter as much. Yeah,
realistically, I need to get it to like specialization level, which is like level 20, level 6 or something.
It's much higher, yeah.
And then it's going to get like, I believe, like 27 AC. It's really high.
It's nice, yeah. Alrighty, so with all that,
I want to take the other specialization, which makes him large, and then I can ride him.
Which is super cool. Vega and Kane, you guys should have a little bit of extra money on you. 17 and 19, respectively. So realistically, if you guys want to look up like standard common items that would be out and about, I can give you guys like a shop list or something, but it's literally so long, it's just gonna like your eyes are gonna glaze over. If you think you want something, basically just let me know and I can like look to see if there's something similar. So like healing potions are 4 gold, anti-venom potions are 6 gold, basically anything like you specifically, Vega. I will assist you in this, so you know. But there is something that you and Arbalest both want, which is why I gave you that rune stone. So you are at a level where you are going to basically put a rune into your weapon. So this is specific to martials, anyone who has a weapon. Mages don't get this because mages can do so many other things that you can only
they
hit.
Can upgrade their wands, I believe, but like wands and staves, I think, as focuses.
Yeah, so basically the justification for casters plus to hit never going up is that so for example, let's use Arbalest, he's a great example. Your AC is 19. The only way Vega can hurt you is by punching you in the face against the 19 AC. Kane, if he wants, can target your will DC, which is 16, which effectively is -3. So he's basically giving himself a +3 against your will and your fortitude by targeting something else. So by knowing what you use, aka someone using a recall knowledge check, and then wizards having a million spells and going, cool, I'm going to target your fortitude or your will or your reflex, whatever is your weakest stat. So because you can target the weakest stat, you basically, quote unquote, never get a +1. You do at some point, but it's nowhere near as good as marshals. They eventually get a +3, and fighters have a flat +2. So add that, and they're just basically never missing. Fighters are trying to crit as opposed to trying to hit, which is very silly, but it's how the fighter do. But besides that, I think we're set. I would highly recommend Vega saving your money for that rune, but like I said, I will assist you, and in terms of loot and such, because you guys are level 2 now, so you're going to be getting more loot from the level 2 tier. And I got a whole bunch of fancy things I can throw your way, which is going to be great. Other than that, did we have any questions regarding leveling our characters, stats, options?
No.
Other than that, I believe we are set. I know there are some lower level casting things you can grab, Kane, while we're in town for this week. Basically, if there's any like scrolls that you think you want, or anything along those lines, just like level 1 caster stuff, let me know. I'll do a little bit of research into it as well. I know wands and staves are too high level. They're like level 4 plus ish, depending on the level, of course. But scrolls are definitely like good to go at lower levels. If you want to invest in those, you're more than welcome to.
I'll look through stuff.
Other than that, we can pause here and continue the mayhem next week.